Hello everyone, John with Fun to Be Free coming to you from Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Stay tuned. Hey explorers, like I just said, John with Fun to Be Free coming to you live from Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. There's going to be a loud noise in the background. We got a Mears bus, a Mears coach, of course, airport pickup run. Some unlucky guests are probably going back to Orlando International Airport there. But here we are. So we'll check in with today's video topic. We'll check in with the chat. We'll check the breaking news. Bear with me just one moment. Let me flip the camera so I can show you what my eyes are spying here. It's Old Port Royal here at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Gotta get out of the way of the Mears taxi there. So let's jump into today's video topic. Where are we? Here. Okay. It's 4K Live, the future of Disney World hotels. What's changing in 2026? Exclusive live stream. That's right, folks. Today's video topic, the future of Disney World hotels. What's changing in 2026? Exclusive live stream. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the breaking news. We're going to head near the Port Cochere. We're going to go into the lobby here at Disney's, of course, Caribbean Beach Resort. It's a moderate resort, folks. Let's see where we are in the chat, though. I think we're broadcasting live. I think everything is going well. It happens to be 97 degrees out here, folks. It's a scorcher today. Let me remove my sunnies. We'll check in with the chat. Give me a second here. Putting my Ray-Ban Wayfarers on my shirt. And let me not get hit by the vehicle, but I'll awkwardly point up at the marquee here at the Old Port Royal. In other words, it's the lobby. Over to our left-hand side is Bell Services here at Caribbean Beach. And this, of course, is where the Mears shuttle or the Mears transportation will drop you off here at the Port Cochere. In fact, let me zoom in on that sign across the way. There it is. Airport shuttle. So there you go. Okay, so we'll slowly turn on my access. Let's check the chat. Fast Pass Radio back in the chat already. Welcome in, welcome back. Nice to have Fast Pass Radio here. Fast Pass Radio says like and subscribe to Fun Be Free with John for the latest Disney hotel scoop. Don't miss the magic. Big 2026 updates in our exclusive live stream. Thank you, Fast Pass Radio. Thank you for being here. Randy, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to see Randy in the chat. Says, hey, Fast Pass. Mary the Move. Welcome in, welcome back, Mary the Move. Mary the Move says, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Nice to see you, Mary the Move. Hello, we're live on YouTube right now. Would you like to say hi? Oh, you're good. Okay. At any rate, here we are at the lobby. There's a lot of soft goods in the area. That's couches and chairs where you can rest and relax while you're waiting to catch or pick up, your transportation to and fro the airport. There's a gentleman wearing an In-N-Out t-shirt over there, so he must be from maybe the West Coast. At any rate, I just want to show you a quick, brief overview of what we're dealing with here inside the lobby before we jump into the breaking news. Off in the distance and up ahead, of course, is the reception area for check-in. So today's video is a complete resort tour, but I just wanted to give you some highlights, if you will, from Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. So just briefly, taking a real quick glimpse of what a moderate resort can offer here. But at any rate, Benny Rodriguez, welcome in, welcome back. Benny Rodriguez in the chat. Nice to see you, Benny. Says, hello everybody and people of the chat. Love that resort except for how large it is. Yeah, we could discuss that in a moment, Betty Rodriguez. Bookmark that, Betty, how large it is. Mary the Moose says, hey there, at Randy at Fast Pass Radio. Fast Pass Radio says something, but the chat is rolling as always. Oh, hello, we're at the Calypso Trading Post. Sorry, awkwardly, we're live on YouTube. Okay, well, thank you for making the magic. Would you like to say hi?
Hi, hello, everybody.
And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Rosie.
Rosie, where are you from? What's your hometown?
Bainbridge, Georgia.
Bainbridge, Georgia.
Very tiny town in the southwest corner.
Awesome. Again, thank you for making the magic, Rosie.
Thank you.
So we have a lot of merchandise items that's, of course, island inspired. Of course, like the lounge flight backpacks with Mickey and Minnie, ear headbands, tumblers, mugs, and of course some button-down and other apparel items like t-shirts as well. But we're not going to stay too long here. We got to jump into the breaking news, Rosie, but nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. So I'm John with Fun to be Free.
Oh.
Fun to be Free. Did you ride Test Track 3.0 by any chance?
did.
Okay,
Yes,
on that
I
attraction, did you hear? It's
I
fun to be
did,
free?
yes,
Yeah, you're on.
I
Fun
was
to be free
waiting
right
for
now.
that. I was
Yeah.
waiting for it because
It's
I
awesome.
saw they had, it's like a sign out on the big loop.
Yeah.
Like it said fun to be free. It's like a little Easter egg. Now they brought it back a little bit.
Oh, I love it. Nice to see you. Nice meeting you. Thank you for making the magic. Bye-bye. At any rate, folks, let's flip the camera. Let me take out the bat phone. There we go. Here's the bat phone. So I have Batman and Robin traveling with me today. We took the Batmobile to the Walt Disney World property. Let me enable the wireless feature on the bat phone so I could send my phone screen over to your device at home. Give me one moment. Okay, we're going to jump into the breaking news in just a second here. Let me get all set up. We'll come back to the chat in a moment, folks. All right, so I think we're all set up and ready to go. So here we are. Website credit goes to allears.net. That's shout out to allears.net. And here we go with today's headline. Disney World hotels are changing in 2026. That's right, folks. Disney World hotels are changing in 2026. This was posted on July 26th, 2025. So it qualifies as breaking news. 2026 is shaping up to be a big year full of changes for Disney World across the property. Disney's Riviera Resort, from newly introduced room categories to full-scale lobby renovations and the anticipated opening of a brand new resort. Hi, Rosie. Nice to see you, babe. Disney is investigating heavily in guest experience. Whether you're a returning fan or planning your first stay, these changes could impact everything from how you book your room to how you enjoy your vacation. Here's a look at what's on the horizon for Disney World hotels in 2026. New room categories debuting across Disney resorts. Disney has announced changes coming to hotel categories that will begin in 2026. So again, folks, I'm going to reread that because it's very important. Disney has announced changes coming to hotel categories that will begin in 2026. This change aims to simplify room categories and to improve guests' check-in experience. I have covered Disney World for years, and I know that choosing a room can be confusing. So hopefully, this will change that. As a result, this change will be adjusting the names of some room categories at Disney moderate resorts, which include Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, one we're at now, Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter, and Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside. So there's a photo of Coronado Springs Resort. So what's changing? From now on, the main room categories will be standard room, preferred room, or a room with a king bed. Did you hear that, folks? That's important. I'm going to state that again. So what's changing? From now on, the main room categories will be standard room, preferred room, or a room with a king bed. Some Disney moderate resorts will continue to offer additional categories like the Royal Guest Room category at Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside. And there happens to be a photo of Disney's Port Orleans Riverside Resort. And then we get into the Grand Floridian Lobby renovation, a fresh look for a classic resort. The iconic Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa is undergoing a dramatic transformation as it completes its multi-phase refurbishment in 2026. The resort's elegant lobby will emerge with a fresh new look that blends timeless Victorian charm with modern luxury. Here is some concept art released by Disney. The new lobby will feature its very own bar inspired by the lobby's birdcage. The new bar will pay tribute to the resort's Victorian roots with intricate woodwork, stained glass, and brass accents. The Victorian cage-style elevator will sit opposite the bar. Speaking of the birdcage, it's missing in the concept art, so it seems the bar may replace it. There's a photo of some construction from recently, or July this month, a 2025 update. And then we got the Lakeshore Lodge, the newest Disney Vacation Club resort. At the end of 2024, it was announced that a new Disney Vacation Club hotel will replace the previously announced Reflections at Disney Lakeside Lodge Resort. And it is targeting an opening date of 2027. While it will be a Disney Vacation Club resort, even those who aren't DVC members or Disney Vacation Club members will be able to stay at this new hotel located next to Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. There's some concept art of that particular property. While the resort won't take on guests in 2026, we do anticipate that guests will be able to book vacations next year for 2027 when it is open. We might also see the opportunity to purchase into DVC in 2026. There is nothing official, but we will bring you any news on Lakeshore Lodge. There is a photo from BioReconstruct, in other words, an aerial photograph, but here's some refurbishments. There are a few hotels that will be undergoing refurbishment in 2026. Disney shares that the Bay Cove Pool, the Cove Bar, the Water Play Area, and the Whirlpool Spa at Bay Lake Tower at Disney's Contemporary Resort will temporarily be closed for maintenance. That's not only the resort that will see the refurbishment. Here's, of course, a photo of, hello there, nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. So that's Bay Lake Tower. From early May 2025 through the end of February 2026, guest rooms in the Magnolia Bend at Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside will undergo refurbishment from late March 2025 to mid-February 2026. Guest rooms at Disney's Pop Century Resort will undergo refurbishment, while all resort amenities will remain available. Guests may notice construction during daytime hours. There's a photo of the Pop Century pool. Whether you're planning your next Disney World vacation or simply dreaming of your return, the hotel changes coming in 2026 signal an exciting future for resort guests. For more Disney news, be sure to follow allears.net. Okay, so that concludes today's breaking news. But again, if you just joined us, today's headline, Disney World hotels are changing in 2026. So if you've just tuned in, once this live stream concludes, once it's over, we're not ending now, but once it does, be kind and rewind. Check out all the details that we just reviewed in regards to Disney World hotels are changing in 2026. So I'm going to pause here for just a moment. I'm going to remove this graphic off the screen. We'll come back to the chat in just a few moments, but I also wanted to pop up the menu for Centertown Market here. So be right with you. All right, so over to the right-hand side of the screen, the little animation, the imagery will come off the screen and will reveal the My Disney Experience app. So the MDE app, I just searched for Centertown Market. This is the quick service dining experience here at Old Port Royal, located at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. They offer breakfast from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., lunch and dinner from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. They accept these dining plans And of course, like I said, it's a quick service restaurant, type of cuisine, Latin American. Savor exotic island flavors at this fast casual restaurant with an indoor street market vibe featuring classic breakfast dishes and flavorful Latin and Caribbean inspired lunch and dinner menus. So let's take a look at the menu. We're gonna mock it up by hitting order food. We're gonna select the arrival window now, if you will. So they offer the souvenir specialties like the Disney Rapid Fill refillable mug. Specialties include the roasted half chicken. And the sandwiches include bacon cheeseburger, hot Cuban sandwich, cheeseburger, mango barbecued pulled pork sandwich, and a turkey sandwich. They also offer entrees like mango glazed salmon, honey pineapple pork ribs, this particular dish here, crispy pork carnitas served with Spanish style rice and beans, pickled onions, and crispy plantains. And they have the chicken bowl, Caesar salad with chicken, pulled pork nachos, leeward salad, chicken strips, and fish tacos, and a Caesar salad as well. They have also additional pizzas like pepperoni pizza, a whole pizza, of course, by the slice as well. They even have a slice of cheese pizza. Plant-based options include a Korean-style Impossible Burger and the hearty pinto bean tacos with some additional sides like the fries, the corn, mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables, cucumber salad with tomato. And they have kids' Disney check meals with cheeseburger, fish tacos, and kids' meals like chicken strips, chicken bowl, macaroni and cheese, and desserts. They offer a wide range of desserts here, so I'll just slowly scroll past it, if you will. This one catches my eye every time. Key lime tart. Key lime tart. They also have fresh fruit offerings, snacks, additional sides, bakery items, and water, and of course, Coca-Cola beverages. But we're gonna take this icon, this graphic off the screen, the My Disney Experience app. Hold on a second. All right, so I just disabled the wireless feature on the Bat phone. I'll put the Bat phone back in my pocket here. We're gonna jump back into the live chat here, but first I wanted to show you where we are in proximity to Centertown Market. So there we go. So we just took a look at the menu. There are, of course, featured items displayed on that screen, on that monitor there. The menu is overhead. It's digital, meaning it's dynamic. It changes, it's robust. And then they have the bottled beverages, sandwich and coffee located here. So, you know, a grab and go location. We will go inside to take a quick look, but we were essentially just in the Calypso Trading Post. So of course it's their merchandise location. We visited that briefly earlier. But like I said, this is not gonna be a complete resort tour, but it's just, you know, a quick overview, if you will, because we're gonna jump on the Disney Skyliner and we're gonna head to a, you know, an undisclosed location. So stay tuned for that. But over here in this direction, we have, of course, the pickup windows for Centertown Market here at Port-au-Prince, San Juan, with the different pickup windows and their on-stage kitchen. And Santo Domingo. They also have a wide array of Coca-Cola freestyle machines, beverage stations for the rapid refill, you know, coffee and tea, hot chocolate. Plenty of seating to go around. So very well designed in here at Centertown Market at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. I keep saying we're gonna jump back to the live chat, so stay tuned, folks, for that. I apologize, I just wanted to get through some, you know, all the housekeeping, if you will, here on the interior of the lobby at Old Port Royale, because we're gonna have plenty of time to catch up to the chat while we take a walk outside in the blistering sun. So let's see where we are though in the chat. So I really hope chats didn't fall off a cliff, but I think they did. I apologize for that, because I wanted to kind of get through this and so we could essentially jump outside, get on the walkway. Before we do, One moment here. Let me just double check an item. Yeah, okay. So stay hydrated, folks. When I say stay hydrated, I put down my complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. I've been consuming water by the gallon before we went live today. Like I said, it's a scorch out there, folks. So again, to get your bearings, we're here at the lobby at the Old Port Royal, and I'll show you where we came in through the double doors, or I should say the double sets of double automatic doors. So that's the port cochere out there. I'll slowly turn around again to get your bearings. We're gonna head outside through this double doorway up here, and it'll lead out to the pool area. And look what they do, I love it. Look at this. They even have when you spot the Sebastian photo prop, take a picture with him and head to the front desk for a button. How cool is that? Okay, so let's go back outside. Well, I say back outside. We were on the front side, now let's go on the back side of the Old Port Royal. Over in this direction, of course, is the feature pool here. Very popular with the junior explorers. So I'm just enjoying my complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. So there's directional signage everywhere. I debated on even putting or popping up a map of this property, because like I said, this is not a complete tour. We've done a tour of the property, a couple months ago here, and we'll probably come back because I enjoy Caribbean Beach very much, and it has access to the Disney Skyliner. But over here in this direction, of course, is the Banana Cabana. It's the bar, if you will. So it's got some shade control. Consider it to be outdoors with some shade. Best way to describe it, I think. There's also Sebastian's Bistro over here. It's a table service dining experience with limited hours. In fact, let me show you the hours because it's a little confusing for a lot of guests, I think, because it doesn't open until a very specific time. For example, on the front door here, it says open daily, 4:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Shirts and shoes required. So there you go. There's also the menu for Sebastian's Bistro. I debated on whether popping this up, but I thought that could be another video for another day. Barefoot Bay, it's the lake in front of us here. It extends all the way down to Disney's Riviera, of course, Resort. That's the Disney Vacation Club or DVC down there. You can see the lighthouse here at Caribbean Beach, but we're gonna slowly turn this direction, and as we do, spot the Disney Skyliner cycling overhead. So stay tuned for the Disney Skyliner. That's where we're headed now, folks. Over in this direction, of course, is the feature pool. But we're gonna take this walkway and we're gonna head to the outer buildings here. When I say outer buildings. So this resort, Benny Rodriguez, I bet Benny Rodriguez is waiting to pop in the chat now. So let's talk about, of course, the size, the scale of this property, Benny Rodriguez. So as it turns out, folks, the moderate resorts here at Walt Disney World Resort, meaning the hotels that are the moderate resorts, like this one, they're large, very, very large. And I hear a guest talking about how it's such a far walk to go from the outer buildings to, of course, the lobby, or in this case, the Old Port Royal. So I'm still enjoying my complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. From the exterior fencing of the feature pool here, you could see there's a water slide over there somewhere coming into view-ish, maybe, almost. There it is, slightly. Quick peek of it. But again, here's Barefoot Bay below in front of us and up ahead with the Disney Skyliner off in the distance cycling. So there's essentially pathways that navigate all around this property. The last time we did the resort tour, I chose that pathway. This time we're gonna choose this pathway. It seems to be almost a more direct route. The reason why I chose this route today is because it is 97 degrees out here. And I need to keep Frankenstein 4K, my camera rig, as cool as possible. And I'm very concerned because we're gonna have a lengthy walk to get over to the Skyliner. Of course, there's some more attractions to see in there, but of course, that'll be another time for a different video here. Down below, of course, is the white sand beaches here at Disney's I should say Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. They got hammocks, so on and so forth. To give you a little bit of bearings, here's the feature pool again. And then if you were to take this pathway to the parking lot, that's the Port Cochere, the lobby, or Old Port Royal. I did the intro over there by the flags. So just to get your bearings there. So there's directional signage or maps located all around the resort as well. And then there's also, you know, they offer benches and garbage receptacles at certain points. Very well manicured, very well maintained, the property. And I feel like I'm ignoring the chat, so I'm sorry, folks. Let's get back to the chat now. So let me do this. Let me drink my water. Let me finish this, and then we'll jump into the chat hard, heavy, and fast. Again, here is some directional signage indicating the different perimeter, or the different exterior buildings like Barbados and Trinidad. I'm walking at a faster clip because, again, it is super hot outside. Stay hydrated. It's a scorcher today. I'm really concerned about Frankie Boy overheating today while we're out here. In fact, let me pause. Let me stop here. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube.
Thank you.
At any rate, let's jump into the chat. Titanic 101, welcome in, welcome back, says that's actually a pretty clever and GUD, probably a good change with room categories in my opinion. I think it is too. It's very clear, I think, especially when a king room or a king bed. I think that's right, Titanic 101. I agree. Check-up-in Productions, welcome in, welcome back, says howdy at Joseph Hernandez. Titanic 101 says basically typical pool maintenance. I wouldn't say that. It's a big deal. I think it's a big deal. Lots of major changes happening here at the Walt Disney World Resort for next year, I think. In my opinion, hold on one moment, there we go. My opinion, attendance. I think it's that simple. But let's have an ongoing conversation. In fact, I think I should say, jump into the live chat. I failed to do that earlier. Jump into the live chat. Let's have an ongoing conversation about what you think these changes are about. I'm going to say flat out, spoiler alert, attendance. They're trying to drive occupancy rates, folks. Let me point the camera this way so you can see Barefoot Bay. Like occupancy rates. I think that's what it's all about. In fact, I shared, what was it, last week? I think the occupancy rates. In fact, I got clarification. I got official clarification. Occupancy. So there you go. As of last week. So not looking good. At any rate, let's see here. Oh, we're going to head over there. That is, of course, the roadway, the bridge. We're going to walk across that. We're going to traverse that over to the Disney Skyliner station. So near me is the Barbados rooms, the outer buildings, and then Trinidad, I think, on the far side, but we're not going to walk over there. I think, if I remember correctly, Trinidad has the Pirates of the Caribbean themed rooms. There's also a pool up here. There's many pools around this property, folks, but the feature pool's over by the lobby, Old Port Royal. At any rate, let's see where we are in the chat. I feel like I'm still ignoring the chat because here we are going on a tangent. Dud Disney Baker, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to see Dud Disney Baker here. Says, hi, John, fun to be free. Thank you for being here, Dud Disney Baker. Dud Disney Baker says, hello, Mary. Dud Disney Baker says, hello, Randy. Florida Mark says, hello from the Magic Kingdom. Florida Mark's on property every day like I am. Here we got more hammocks here. And then the smaller pool in this area here for Barbados. Mary the Moose says, hello, Dud Disney Baker, aka Air Force One. Randy says, hi, Disney Baker. Cruise and Theme Park Guide, welcome in, welcome back. Says, hello, explorers. Hey, Sierra, thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. Oh, and James Bond 007 back in the chat. Welcome in, welcome back. Nice to see James here. Says, just wanted to send my warmest aloha's to Randy, Marin Move, Fastest Radio, John and Frankie, and to all explorers. And I just wanted to say that I always really appreciate hanging out with you all. Thank you, James. Thank you for being here. Chickapin Productions. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Chickapin Productions says, John is bringing the magic of Walt Disney World hotels to your mobile device. Stay tuned for some tours of the fantastic hotels and maybe some skylining. You never know. Stay tuned to find out. That's right, Chickapin Productions. How'd you know? Oh, well, I should phrase it this way. Well, where do you think we're going to end up? Where do you think we're going to end up? We already did a resort. Resort hotel? We'll see. We'll see. I don't really have a plan today because I thought, well, the weather is going to zap Frankie Boy. So we need to, stay in the shade and in the AC as much as possible today. So hopefully there's some clues there. But Trinidad buildings, the outer buildings, I think are over on the opposite side of this roadway bridge. And then off in the distance, coming into view, of course, is the Disney Skyliner. That's where we're headed now. So we're going to jump aboard the Disney Skyliner. So I also wanted to just show you like how easy it is to get around the resort. And then Benny's going to say, but John, it's such a long walk. And I'll go, I know. The only thing about Caribbean Beach is if you're staying on the opposite side of the property, it's almost better to just go over to Disney's Riviera Resort, catch a Skyliner over there, than it is to come all the way over here. Pro tip. But of course, I guess I should carefully phrase that. Have you considered not telling Disney that? So anyways. So there's a crosswalk here. Of course, folks, pay attention. Be careful here. There are vehicles traversing the roadway. So look left, look right. Mind the gap. But again, Barefoot Bay, the lake extends on the opposite side. You can see the Skyliner. If it goes that direction, of course, it heads over to Disney's Art of Animation Resort and Disney's Pop Century Resort. If it goes this direction, it goes to Disney's Hollywood Studios. And if it goes this direction, it'll head over to Epcot and Disney's Riviera Resort. So again, stay tuned for, of course, the Disney Skyliner. Mary the Move says, hey there, Florida Mark. Hello, Cruise Theme Park. The Disney Baker says, hello, Sierra. Surf Bum says, Chris, at the Disney Baker, welcome in, welcome back, Surf Bum. Stephen Rocky Singleton, welcome in, welcome back, says, where's Reed? I don't know, I haven't seen him yet, but I haven't even got through the chat. Oh, and Voices 716 is back in the chat. Welcome in, welcome back, nice to see you. Voices 716 says, hey, everyone. Surf Bum says, hi, Sierra and Cruise and Theme Park. Mary the Move says, aloha, James 1007. Voices 716 says, hope all is doing well today. Thank you for being here, Voice 716. Chickapin says, howdy at Cruise and Theme Park. Voice 716 says, hello. Mary the Moose says, welcome in. Voice 716. Florida Mark says, hi, Mary. James Bond, Randy Surf Bum. Chickapin says, howdy. Voices 716. Florida Mark says, hi. The Disney Baker. Chickapin says, howdy at Florida Mark. Surf Bum says, hey at Florida Mark. On Fast Pass Radio's asking, hey at Stephen Rocky Singleton, what's your favorite Disney hotel and why? Bonus points if you could describe the smell in the lobby. Oh, that's a good question, Fast Pass Radio. Why didn't I think of that? What bonus points if you could describe the smell in the lobby? Interesting. But again, folks, stay tuned for the Disney Skyliner. Maybe we'll get Be Our Guest. Be our guest, put our, service to the test. But if here in the mornings, you could enjoy the Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company beverages, if you will. Of course, it doesn't have to be the mornings, but it's always a line out the door. No pun intended. Florida Mark says, hey, Chickpin. Voice 76 says, hey, thanks for the warm welcome. All just joined in. I'm on time. We go live at 2, but you can jump in anytime, Voice 76. Mary the Move says, hello, it's Stephen Rocky Singleton. Reed is not clocked in today. Oh, Mary the Move. Stephen Rocky Singleton says, Jurassic World Hotel. I don't know what you mean by that, Stephen Rocky Singleton. Mad Mike says, the jerk chicken is outstanding. Wait. I got a question for Stephen Rocky Singleton. Stephen Rocky Singleton, I'm confused. So Fastest Radio says, guess the smell of the lobby at the Walt Disney World Resort Hotels, and you said Jurassic World Hotel? There's a Jurassic World Hotel somewhere in the world? Huh. Mad Mike says the jerk chicken is outstanding. Yeah, I agree, Mad Mike, I agree. But again, here's the Disney Skyliner that'll take you over to Art of Animation and Pop Century. And then that particular line will take you over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So should we play, I don't know, Disney Skyliner roulette? Boom, 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 boom. Where is it gonna land? I think it's gonna land this direction. Reading Tower says, good afternoon, John. Happy Monday. Oh, welcome in, welcome back, Reading Tower. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here, Reed. Thank you for your help. Shout out to the Mod Squad. So again, shout out to the Mod Squad. Of course, Mary and the Move, and Randy, Fastest Radio, Reed in the Tower, Florida Mark, Magical Mike, and Jen from Magic Adventures. Thank you for being here. Florida Mark says, hey, Fast. Mad Mike says, hi, Reed. Surf Bump says, hey, Reed in Tower. Mad Mike says, hi, Randy. Mad Mike says, my favorite resort. Oh, you like Caribbean Beach? Mad Mike? Reed in Tower says, hello, Mary on the Move, Randy, Fastest Radio, Florida Mark. And Randy says, greetings and mahalo, James Bond. Thanks for joining us today. Chickabin says, Caribbean Beach, one of my favorites. A lot of people like it. Hello there, nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. Just one, please. Thank you again. We're live on YouTube. Okay, I need to take the batteries out of my rear pocket. In the meantime, we'll watch the doors close. And I'll take a seat. Let's see where we are. Mary Moose says hello, Mad Mike. And still looking. The chat's rolling as always. Trying to find where we are. I thought it would give us a good opportunity to catch up with the chats on the Skyliner and the long walk. So I think, and my voice, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Let's see where we are. The last chat I could see because I think they fell off a cliff. They're rolling in so fast now. Stephen Rocky Singleton says, my favorite hot chocolate. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Stephen Rocky Singleton. Florida Mark says, if you haven't yet, please smash that like and hit subscribe. Well, thank you, Florida Mark. But again, Florida Mark is saying, if you haven't yet, please smash that like and hit subscribe. Over in this direction, of course, is the old Port Royal, or the lobby that we came from. There's the feature pool down there. So we walked that pathway all the way to the Skyliner station. Surf Bum, back in the chat. Stephen Rocket Singleton says Disney World Universal. Well, I guess you got one of those locations correct. The Disney World part. Flood Mark says ice water doesn't stay ice water for long. Yeah, it's 97, I heard. Senegal Sal, welcome in, welcome back. Senegal Sal says 97 with the feels like of Mount Doom. I love it. Oh, Senegal Sal. It's a laugh a minute when you're in the chat. I love it when you're here, dude. Thanks for being here. Chicken Pin Productions says howdy, a surf bum. Mary the Move says welcome back. Senegal Sal. Senegal Sal says thanks to Mary the Move. Charles Farrow, welcome in, welcome back. Says good afternoon for foolish mortals. And he says hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Temps are in the upper 90s today. I hear Claremont maybe go up to 100 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty hot. There's a heat advisory in Central Florida today, folks. Thanks for the update. Thanks for the warning, Charles. Thank you for being here. Let's see where we are in the chat, though. Chicken Pin Production says howdy at Charles. Marion Moose says good afternoon, Charles. Stephen Rocky Singleton says my brother is U.S. Air Force. Thank you for his service. Thank you for that update, Stephen Rocky Singleton. Fast Radio says where at Stephen Rocky Singleton. And Chicken Pin Production says John, they just lifted the pass holder reservation restriction for Magic Kingdom. Oh, isn't that interesting, Chicken Pin? What do you make of that? I'm not going to say anything because you guys already know what I'm going to say. So what do you make of it, Chicken Pin? What do you make of that? Stephen Rocky Singleton says Cheyenne, Wyoming. Yeah. Thank you for the update. Yeah. I thought you said you were from there. Randy says afternoon, Charles. And James _Bond 007 says stay hydrated, John, and please put a little sombrero on Frankie and try to keep him cool. Cool, too. Way to go, James Bond. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making the magic. So, folks, we're here at Disney's Riviera Resort, the DVC. We're not going to disembark here. We're going to continue headed out in this direction over to, of course, the Epcot International Gateway. So stay tuned for Epcot. Randy says, hey Sal. Fastest Radio says, what other YouTube channels do you watch at Stephen Rocky Singleton? Florida Mark says, I visited those resorts on Friday. I explored the Grand Floridian today. Awesome, Florida Mark. Such a beautiful resort, huh? Chickpin says, howdy at James Bond. Mary the Moose says, hey Explorers. Don't forget to smash that like for John and Frankie 4K today as they visit the Caribbean Beach Resort. Oh, we get a, wouldn't you just know it? A weak reception here. Randy says, I think the attendance is so low and the projections for 2026 are not heading towards the threshold they're expecting, sir. They're making the room categories to give them Disney reasonable points. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Randy. Yeah, it's not going well for them, I think. Yeah. Florida Mark says, I saw Liberty Bell Wall on the walkway to Magic Kingdom. Yeah, you saw it too? Yeah, so yesterday, Florida Mark, you probably saw Scuda when he was on the walkway on the bridge. She took some photos there. And so yeah, it's definitely, it's parked, it's tied there, it's moored, it's docked on the tributary there. You're right. You're right. I wanted to talk about that today too, by the way. So we'll talk about it more. I got to catch up with the chat though. Chickapin says, oh, the endless possibilities of hotels. I know, they're so fun, aren't they, Chickapin? Randy says, Caribbean Beach Resort is a great resort, but it's so big that you need to use your car to get to the mess hall and bus stops. It is on the large side, Randy. I agree with that. So for your average family, it's a little large to walk. Oh, and Iggy on the spot. Welcome in, welcome back. Iggy on the spot says, I know where you're going. Okay, Iggy. Oh, thank you for being here, Iggy. So, of course, like, comment, subscribe, support your local live streamer. We got to get Iggy to 1,000 subscribers, folks. So Iggy does, of course, live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort. So Like, comment, subscribe, support your local live streamer. Martin Hill, welcome in, welcome back, says, I love a skylighter. Oh, is it just like, I love a parade, I love a skylighter. We're headed, off to my favorite theme park in the entire world, Epcot. Here, let me flip the camera so you can see Tower of Terror. Where's Tonio Tower? Paging Tonio Tower. Mary the Moose says, welcome in at Iggy on the Spot. Chickabin says, howdy at Iggy on the Spot. Randy says, hey, Iggy. And the 3-time Timmy Timber Toucher, or T6, back in the chat. Nice to see you, T6. T6 says, Disney released the trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash. It looks great. Thanks for the update. Thanks for being here, T6. I love it when you pop in. Iggy on the Spot says, hi, everyone. Hi, Randy. Mary the Moose says, hello at Martin Hill. Iggy on the Spot says, hi, Mary on the Move. Thanks. Tiki Man Fan. Welcome in. Welcome back. Tiki Man Fan says, hi, John. At Fastest Radio at Mary on the Moon. Thank you for being here, Tiki Man Fan. Awesome, the Tiki Man Fan's here. Chickabin says, Wilderness Lodge is my favorite hotel. I like it a lot. I like it. Oh, see how I'm just lounging here, just, relaxing? Chickabin? Real quick, I wanted to tell you that even though it's 97 out, it's moderately comfortable in here. There's no air conditioning, but there is a breeze. It creates its own breeze, if you will. So it's comfortable-ish, but not enough to cool down, Frankie, my camera rig that's overheating in the 97-degree heat right now. So we'll flip the camera. Chickabin Productions says, howdy at Tiki Man Fan. Randy says, welcome back, Tiki. Tiki Man Fan says, hello at Randy in Florida. Mark Surfbum. Tiki Man Fan says, hi, Chickabin. Tiki Man Fan says, hey, Randy. Let's see where we at. The chat just jumped and rolled as always. Lots of chit-chats. All of a sudden. Boom, 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 boom. Ludicrous speed. Floater Mark says, hey, Tiki Man Fan. Tiki Man Fan says, hi, Reading Tower. And Chickabin Production says, we are Riviera bound? Oh, no. We're Epcot bound. Mary the Moose says, hello there at Tiki Man Fan. And Reading Tower says, hey, Tiki Man Fan, good to see you. Fastest Radio says, hello at Tiki Man Fan. Floater Mark says, hello, Reed. Reading Tower says, time to feed Frankie. That's right, Reed. Chickabin Production says, seems kind of slow today. 2 weeks ago when I was there, they were filling these Skyliners to the rim. Yeah. Good point. Good point, Chickabin Productions. Before, you're talking about before the Starlight Parade and Test Track open? Those key dates, occupancy falling off a cliff, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Chickabin's right. Yeah. Randy, oh, okay. I see Randy's soliloquy. I didn't pre-read it, but here we go. Randy says, we're aboard the Skyliner and the winds of mystery are blowing. Where will we land? Only Frankie knows it. Will it be Epcot? Riviera? A secret Beverly bunker in the sky? A secret Beverly bunker. Randy says, John's clutching. A fun to be free water. Frankie's ready. Skyliner vibes like tea leaves. And the stream is soaring in Ultra 4K HD. Hit that like, smash subscribe, and ring the bell. John's live every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. Today's forecast, partly cloudy with a 100% chance of puns and gondola giggles. I love it, Randy. Thank you. Matt Mike says, we stay at Caribbean Beach a lot. Good gluten-free options for my daughter. Great food and drinks for the adults. Access to the Skyliner. What else could you ask for? Oh, Matt Mike. Let's see. Let me pop up on the screen here. Let's see. So when you say great food and drinks for the adults, are you talking about the Banana Cabana bar, Mad Mike? Are you in your, I don't know, your little flippy floppies, and you're wearing your, your board shorts, and maybe a little, I don't know, a tank top, and you have a little foo-foo drink from Banana Cabana, and you're sitting back in Grandpa's old cough medicine, Mad Mike? I love it. Thanks for being here, Mad Mike. But yeah, real quick, all seriousness, Mad Mike. So good gluten-free options. So there's a good pro tip from Mad Mike there. Awesome. Thank you for being here, Mad Mike. Thanks for being a good sport. Sonic says, hey, John, I am going to the dentist tomorrow since I have a big tooth infection. Oh, no, Sonic. Oh, good luck with that. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Thank you for being here, though, Sonic. Thanks for the update. Mary the Move says, oh man, at Sonic, sorry to hear that. Chickabin says, howdy at Sonic. Randy says, welcome back, Sonic. Sorry to read that. Magical Mike, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to see Magical Mike here. Magical Mike says, hello everyone, let's keep John thinking of cool. But Frankie boy, my camera rig, Frankenstein, 4K, he's the cool one, even though he's feeling hot, with, a squat shot here, Magical Mike. Chickabin says, simple answer, crowds are slow. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Chickabin got it. It's as simple as that. Crowds are slow, folks. It's the reality that we're facing here. Magical Mike says, hello at Randy. And Sonic says, hi at Mary Lou, Chickabin Productions and Randy. Randy says, I think a lot of resorts have that H2O product. It's almost like a sea salt smell. Oh, Randy, you nailed that one. John Went Fun to Be Free loves his, of course, H2O bath and beauty products. Hey, while we're here, here's Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Oh, you don't say. Anybody up for some rat ride beneath the Eiffel Tower here at the France Pavilion at Epcot? Stay tuned for that. Down below is the tributary and, of course, the International Gateway at Epcot over to the right-hand side. You can see the Art Nouveau-inspired Disney Skyliner station that we're headed into now. Over to the left-hand side is Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resort, Disney's Boardwalk Resort, and, of course, the Walt Disney World Swan Dolphin and Swan Resorts as well. So look at that, folks. It's the World Showcase Lagoon. John Went Fun to Be Free cannot get enough of his Epcot. That's why we're here today. So stay tuned for the rat ride. Sonic says, it's okay. I toughed it out as much as I could. Oh, Sonic, that sounds painful. Randy says, hey, Mike. Reading Terrace says, hello, Magic Mike. Tiki Man Fan says, hi, I'm Magic Mike. Chicken says, howdy at Magic Mike. Magic Mike says, hello, Reading the Tower. Norman Aslan, welcome in, welcome back. Norman Aslan says, Caribbean Beach, first resort I ever stayed at. Loved it, but Port Orleans, Riverside, a.k.a. Dixie Landing, says my heart. Now it does. Norman, okay, thanks for sharing. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for making the magic. Okay, let's see here. I'm grabbing the batteries out of my front, right, and left pockets. I had to get the gimbal head back on track. Give me a moment here. And Chickabin says, howdy at Norman. Florida Mark says, I love Caribbean Beach Resort. Very well done. Chickabin says, Epcot, something or other, but the chat just jumped and rolled. I don't know where we are in the chat. Hold on. Chickabin says, howdy at Norman Aslan. Florida Mark says, I love Caribbean Beach Resort. Very well done. Chickabin says, Epcot fans, assemble. I love it. Thank you for being here, Chickabin. Senegal Sal, what does he say? He says, I really think that they should build a villains resort on the north side of Magic Kingdom. You could call it Chapik Chateau. I love it, Senegal Sal. So good. So awesome. Thank you for being here. Magical Mike says, hello, Tiki Man Fan. Chickabin. Iggy on the Spot says, only need 260 to break 1,000. Awesome. Iggy. So like, comment, subscribe to Iggy on the Spot. He only needs 260 more subscribers to break 1,000 subs. Norman Aslan says, stay hydrated with those complimentary cups of water. Rhode Island is at the start of a heat wave, looking at 105 tomorrow. Oh man, Norman, be safe up there. So over to my left-hand side, I'm not gonna point the camera there yet, but we're gonna head through the security screening and I'm gonna pop up, of course, a be right back screen, if you will. So I'll catch you on the flip side. Just give me a moment to get all set up before I pop it up. I just wanted to show you how much I enjoy this area right here, the tributary outside, of course, the International Gateway to Epcot, along with the dock to the moored friendship boat on distance, the butterfly topiary, and then, of course, the bridge overhang there. But hold on, folks. I'll catch you on the flip side. We're going to see you once we get through security. All right, I think we are back. So I kept the actual, standby screen on as I went through the actual touch point there. And as soon as I came through the touch point, then I deactivated it. It takes so long because I'm on a delay, folks. So every time I have to bring up that privacy window, there's a little bit of a delay. So it adds literally like 30 seconds to the whole process. So thank you for your patience. We are inside Epcot now, near the Epcot International Gateway. Let me show you where we're standing next to. It's the World Traveler. This is an indoor merchandise location. We're going to go inside for a couple of reasons. One, air conditioning. Two, I could catch up with the chat briefly in here. Three, you could see some, look at this, look at this, look at this. There's some World Showcase inspired t-shirts, some fashion and apparel items offered here. The World Traveler, this case Japan. Joe Asia would love that one. John with Fun to Be Free likes this one very much. Oh, look at this. Huh? So here's some other items they offer as well. So how cool is that? There's a Spirit jersey. And then we've seen these shirts before, but I really, really like these. Very, pavilion specific with the Mickey on each of them. A different design on each of them. Look, they have the whole collection to choose from here at World Traveler. So very cool, right, folks? Norman Aslan says, hey at Chickapin. Magical Mike says, hello at Mark. Magical Mike says, hello at Iggy. Chickapin Production says, Frankie may need a cup of Beverly to cool down. LOL. Maybe. Chickapin says, Frankie made it. Yeah, we got that. Iggy on the spot says, I fell asleep last time I was on the Skyliner. The approach woke me up. Oh, Iggy. Oh, no. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. So hold on there. We got beep beeps going on. Maybe that's the code to scoot. And as we enter, or I should say exit and go
because you touched it.
Outside, you can see Daisy meeting and greeting in the area over here. And look, there's a Mickey floral across the way. The ambiance is awesome, or as Scoot Adventures would say, the vibes, Johnny. The vibes, Johnny. Hey, up ahead is Stitch. Let's go up there. We'll go say hi briefly. We got to get over to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, though, folks. Stay tuned for that. Magic Adventures, welcome in, welcome back, Jen. Jen says, T6, it's been a minute. How you been? Iggy on the spot says, hello at Magical Mike. Florida Mark says it was a nice walk from TTC to Magic Kingdom, then Tiana's to cool off. That sounds like a good plan. Very good plan. Oh, we not only have Stitch, but we also have Donald Duck over here as well. So we'll go say hi briefly to both of them. But we need to head over to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. We need to get into some air conditioning. It's a little too hot for us to stay out here too much longer. So how cool is that? Stitch in the house, Mama Duck.
We got it, Stitch.
And then Donald Duck over on the opposite side of the pathway. I feel like I'm in the way here, so let me get moving. But again, folks, it's a little warm outside today to stay out here right now. I need to cool down my camera rig Frankenstein 4K. It's 97 degrees out here right now. We really need to get into some air conditioning. Thank you for your patience. Iggy on the spot says, I was at Magic Kingdom last night. Lots of empty space for the new parade and fireworks. Oh, no. Thanks for the update there, Iggy on the spot. That's not looking good. Florida Mark says, did someone say Beverly Bunker? Nobody said that, Florida Mark. Chickapin says, another indication that Tiana's has been available pretty much every day during July on multipass. Not day of, though. Interesting. That's an interesting data point, Chickapin. Thank you for that, because I don't refresh that like you do. You have your finger on the pulse on those multi-days and the lightning lanes. Mad Mike says, Banana Cabana has all you need. They even have the Colts game on during the NFL season. Exactly. I even forgot that. I totally forgot that. They have sports on. Florida Mark says, hey, Sonic. Magical Mike says, John, we need to carry a water bottle to assist, or you need to assist with hydration. Mary can help us tell him to carry water. But what about my pants, my shorts? There's too much weight on my shorts right now. Good suggestion, though. I could just get the drinking water in the fountains. That's what I do. Good suggestion, though. Pirate Parrots, welcome in, welcome back. Says, hey, John, everyone, happy Monday. Enjoying the stream while at work. Serious question. Does your Fun to Be Free complimentary water taste swampy? Are there areas of the park with better water than the others? Yes, Pirate Parrots. That's a good question. So let's let me do it when I get to the single rider line for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure because I really, really need to focus on getting into some air conditioning. Quick update on the attendance. Look at open spots, the midway, the pathway, just completely wide open. Where's the attendance, folks? Where's the people? Where are the crowds here at Epcot today? Very quiet. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube.
Hello.
Mad Mike said something, but the chat's rolling. Trying to find where we're on the chat. Lots of chats coming in. Like, Magical Mike, here's a drinking fountain. I'm just gonna take a quick sip of water. I'll be fine, Magical Mike. So Magical Mike, I literally drank gallons before I went live today, anticipating, you know, staying extra hydrated today. Gallons of water. I'm gonna fill it later, I think. I'm hoping I'll make it all the way through the live stream though, without, you know, expelling. I'm trying to find where we are in the chat. Let's see here. I think I'm in the area. Oh, Mad Mike says, no flip-flops. I think you should have a license to wear them. A lot of people with some jacked up feet. Oh, Mad Mike. Chicken says, hopefully Test Track merch comes soon. I don't know if, is it available now? We should get an update with that. I don't know if we'll head over there today, but I'd like to check that out. That's another thing on the bucket list we got to really check out, Chicken. Sonic says, it is painful. Not as bad as the last time that I had a cracked tooth. Oh no, Sonic. Magic Adventure says, Pirates, Parrots, everyone complains about the water at Casey's Corner. It does have a tint, however, I don't notice anything. Sonic says, hey, Florida, 98.6 mark. Sonic says, LOL, was going to tell everyone to dance, but it was the right security one and not the be right back one. Okay, got it, Sonic. I think Sonic likes the security one, the standby one better, I think. Sonic says, LOL, not so scary Mary TV, welcome in, welcome back. Says, hi, everyone. Nice to see you, Neri. Thank you for being here. We really got to get into the air conditioning. It is ultra hot right now. Wow. The sun is beating down on Frankie Boy hard and heavy. He is feeling hot, hot, hot right now. We got red flames. So we're approaching Remy's Ratatouille Adventure here. So we got a 55-minute standby, so 55 minutes for a rat ride with a single rider line here. So we're gonna head to the single rider line. Thank you for making the magic. All right, so we have success with the air conditioning. Sonic says, hi, Neri. And Not So Scary Mary TV says, hey, Sonic. Florida Mark says, we'll be back after Frankie has a nice Frosty Beverly. Florida Mark. Chickabin says, howdy, and Not So Scary Mary TV. Not So Scary Mary TV says, hi. At Chickabin Productions, hey. Norman Aslan says, going to be bringing some Disney magic home soon. Discovered the Joffrey's website, so getting some coffee delivered in Magic Candle Company for some resort scented wax melts. Oh yeah, that's a good pro tip, Norman. Excellent pro tip there. I'm actually a little shocked that the rat ride is this long for a single rider, actually, right now. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube. Hello there, we're live on YouTube right now. Would you like to say hi?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second, let me flip the camera.
Hi, YouTube.
Oh, hello there. I'm John with Fun to Be Free.
Hi.
Hello there, nice to see you. When did you get here? Right now.
Second ago.
I love it.
What's your channel?
Fun to Be Free. Are you guys all together? Oh, okay, that's what I assumed.
That's awesome.
We need to get her an acting contract right up front and center. But I'm John with Fun to Be Free, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I'm Rhea.
Rhea, nice to meet you.
Sherry.
Sherry, where are you guys from?
Maryland.
Maryland, that's interesting. We have a lot of people from the chat from Maryland.
Really?
Like Go Minnie. I don't know if she's here right now. But at any rate, what brings you to the Walt Disney World Resort today? Just family vacation?
Yeah.
My son just signed with a boy band called Local Park. So we're here.
They're based out of Orlando, so while we visit him, we also come to the parks during the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we should do a shout out.
Yes,
So
definitely.
come a little closer to the microphone and tell me that again.
All right, my son just joined with a boy band called No Lonely Hearts. And it's with the same producers of Backstreet and NSYNC. So
Very
nice.
cool.
Yeah, so we're here for the signing. We're doing a public signing with some media on Tuesday.
Very cool. Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's very
So
nice.
everyone go check out their music.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're working real hard.
They're performing at Disney Springs tomorrow. If anyone wants to pull up.
Okay, do you know the times by any chance?
6 to 9 p.m. tomorrow
Okay.
on Planet Hollywood.
Planet Hollywood. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool. But like I said, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you right over to my, of course, channel. We're live on YouTube right now.
That's so
Here we go.
awesome.
Go ahead, get it.
You would be correct. 86 degrees.
Hello there.
I literally popped it down.
Does mom or dad have the phone with them?
No.
No
There
phone.
you go, I subscribe. How
Oh,
many
thank you.
subscribers do you have?
I was going to say, if you scan it, it'll show you. I don't know, because I don't have the capability on what I call Frankenstein right here.
So do you cover all things Orlando or?
Walt Disney World is
I got it.
what I do.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we just came from Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort because today's video topic is all about how Disney's making changes to their resort hotels next year. And then I'm showing everybody how easy it is to get on the Skyliner and come over and just hop over for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Oh, that's great. We'll follow.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And then we'll catch up with the chat here. I have lots of people in the chat. They'll probably even ask you questions. Let's see what we can find.
So sure.
Let's see here. Sonic says, how are you? I got a tooth infection, but I will take care of that tomorrow. Sonic, I'm sorry to hear that. Feel better. Pirate Parrot says that Magic, we noticed it really bad in the Contemporaries fountain machines. Ended buying bottled water for most of our water needs. Just curious if it's different in areas of the park. So, Pirate Parrots, we got to cover this, but let me get caught up with the chat. I'm hoping we'll have enough time to cover it before we get to the actual attraction, because this is a hot topic. Magical Mike says, how much are they, John? We need prices. How much are what? The water bottles? Magic Adventures definitely can be different in different areas, but most definitely. Sonic says, could you go to Mitsukoshi over there, John? That would make my day brighter. We'll see, Sonic, we'll see. So real quick update, folks. What I intended to do today was just briefly get into World Showcase and then hop back on the Skyliner to hop over to Disney's Hollywood Studios to show you how easy it is to go back between parks and the resorts. That was the whole purpose of what I was doing today. So Sonic, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can hop over there real fast. I don't know. We'll see. Sonic says, Mitsukoshi, sorry, got it. And let's see here. I'm pretty certain I just saw another handle that I didn't recognize. I'm looking though. Chats are rolling in so fast. Oh, Mikeyello Boris. Mikeyello Boris, I do believe is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Mikeyello Boris. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. It says, yo, yo, welcome. Chickabin says, howdy. A rat ride time. Mary the Moose says, hello, Mikeyello Boris. Mary the Moose says, hey there, not so scary Marion TV. Chickabin says, it's so interesting how much later after the opening they open the single rider line. Yeah, it is, exactly. Mikeyello Boris says, hello. Mariah's Art, welcome in, welcome back. Mariah's Art says, hello, hope everyone's having a great day. Mary Moose says, hey, Explorers, almost there, 45 likes to 100. Smash that like as John and Frankie Forgay get ready to become chefs with Remy. Thank you, Mary the Move. Chickapin says, howdy, Mariah's Art. Mariah's Art says, I got my like in with a big thumbs up. Thank you, Mariah's Art. Mary the Move says, hello, Mariah's Art. Mike Yellow Boris says, Chickapin, what does howdy mean? Huh. Mariah's Art says, hey, Chickapin, hello, Mary. Scoot Adventures, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to see Scoot Adventures here. Scoot Adventures says, great filtered water at Connection. Scoota's personal favorite, Beverly. Por favor, senor. Oh, no. You too, Scoota? Of course. Hey, there's the Lightning Lane return. So that Lightning Lane return is a little longer than expected. Hello there, we're live on YouTube right now. A little longer. Chickapin says, Scoota. Sonic says, why do you think I'd be like the standby one? How do you dare you? No, I love the music from Beach Fox Live. Sonic. How dare you, Sonic? Oh, I love it. Thank you for being here, Sonic. Where's the LOL? So, okay. So I just thought you would like the security one better because you don't see it that often. But you like the Beach Fox Life song. So shout out to Beach Fox Life for making that song for John with Fun to Be Free. On the, of course, Be Right Back, which we didn't pop up. We popped up the security one. Yeah, very cool, Sonic. Mary the Moon says, hello to the world famous at Scoot Adventures. Mariah's Art says, hello, friends in line. Oh, here we go. Mariah's Art. So Mariah's Art in the chat says, hello, friends in line. So there we go. Let's see what else we have here. And Magical Mike, here we go. Magical Mike says, where in Maryland? Because he's from Baltimore.
Oh, we know Magic. There was a Magic Mike. It was a DJ that was at parties, but we're from Columbia.
Columbia, Magical Mike. So this Magical Mike in my chat doesn't show any skin. James Bond 007 says, I saw my Hawaiian friend Stitch when I was there at Epcot, but if you ever see Winnie the Pooh, please tell him that I said hello too. Thanks very much, John, because I really appreciate it. Thanks for being here, James Bond 007. Will do. Park Bros, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to see Park Bros in the chat. Lauren says, hey, Disney friends. Oh, there we go. Park Bros in the chat.
Hi, Park Bros.
Yeah, Park Bros, yeah. Park Bros has his own channel.
Yeah,
So-
I recognize the name.
Oh, you know Park Bros?
I don't watch YouTube a ton. You look familiar, so.
Huh. So Lawrence is Park Bros. And he has his partner Corey. He's living in Diz, so it's Living in Diz, Park Bros, Fun to Be Free, Scoot Adventures, Not So Scary Mary TV, Magical,
Oh, thank goodness.
Magic Adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all in the chat.
If you guys also have Instagrams, I feel like I would be familiar with a lot of the names on there.
Yeah, I think- well, I do.
A lot of the Disney influencers
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Isn't this so much fun?
Yeah.
Let's see where we are in the chat still. James Bond 007 is, I saw my Hawaiian friend Stitch when I was there at Epcot. Oh, we got that one. Oh, there we go. Park Bros. Hey, Disney friends. Chat's rolling. Sonic says, Maryland, Maryland, LOL, Sonic. Mike Yellowbore says, I'm not a baddie. Sonic says, hi, Lawrence. Chicken Fin Productions says, howdy at Park Bros. Mike Yellowbore says, I'm Netherlands too. Mariah's Art says, boy band? Yeah, boy band. Mariah's Art says, boy band?
Yes, boy band. No lonely hearts.
No lonely hearts, Mariah's Art. So, very special moment. Randy says, welcome in, Mike Yellow. Mary Lou says, hey there, Park Bros. Mariah's Art says, what? That's awesome. Let's see where we are. Still lots of chats rolling. Still trying to find where we are. Boy, these chats are rolling into the next zip code right now. Mariah's Art says, oh, Sonic, hope you get well soon. Cynthia M. Cynthia M. Cynthia M. Have you been here before? Cynthia M. Cynthia M. It says, hi, John, wishing you a happy day. But at any rate, if you're new to the channel, Cynthia M., welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. But Cynthia M. says, hi, John, wishing you a happy day. Thank you for being here, Cynthia M. Welcome. Chickapin says, will you be also using the bus today? I was just thinking the Skyliner because it's such easy access, because that's the whole reason why I chose, of course, the Caribbean Beach, because it was, you know, it's the hub. I thought that'd be a good option today. Maybe a bus another day. We'll do it another day. We'll do it live. Magical Mike says, you're welcome, Randy. Sonic says, thanks. Tomorrow morning I'll take care of the tooth, John. The tooth that is bugging me, taking it out of my mouth. Oh no, Sonic, good luck to you. Take care of yourself. James Bond 007 says, Scooter. Randy says, welcome in, Cynthia. Norman Aslan says, love watching this ride. Thank you for being here, Norman. Reading Tower says, hey, at Norman Aslan, welcome back. Cynthia M says, thank you for having me at Randy. Let's see here. Sonic says, ain't okay, John. You do what you do and stay on topic. I have all my Sonic plush toys over here. Thank you, Sonic. Norman Aslan has a Eiffel Tower and a little rat displayed, and Randy has a soliloquy on deck. Let's see what Randy has to say. Randy says, John and Frankie are on the Skyliner Grand Tour, park hopping, breeze catching, and Beverly spotting like seasoned Skyliner sommeliers. They floated in with style, landed in Epcot with flair, and now they're waiting for Remy. the only rat we trust near our dinner. Frankie's scanning the area for Beverly. John's holding tight to his fun to be free complimentary cup of water, just in case things get too flavorful. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. John goes live every day at 2 p.m. Eastern, because when you're gliding with John and Frankie, every cue is first class and every pun is pressurized. Awesome, Randy. Chickabin says howdy at Cynthia. Norman Aslan says hey at Reading Tower. Sonic says, yep, I do love the Be Right Back one. Yeah, so Ryan Wesley can't get enough of that as well. He just can't get enough of Beach Fox's life. It's the festival of fun to be free. Cynthia M says, hello, Chickapin Productions. Miraz Art says, yay, aw. Miraz Art, what do you have to say? But the chat is still rolling. Where are we in the chat? Gotta find it. Miraz Art says, I'm not the only one who thought of that, Magical Mike. Ha ha ha. Miraz Art. Miraz Art says, John, any news for the parks that you heard over the weekend or anything? So, there's some news that's been coming out. Excuse me one moment. The news that's been coming up is a little obscure, not very clear, so it's already in the hopper. It's in the pipeline for this week. I'm going to roll it out one topic at a time. There are going to be some smaller news articles, but they're very interesting, I think. So stay tuned for tomorrow, where we head and do, and for the breaking news, Mariah's Art. Park Bro says, wait, she said she recognized my name. That's crazy. Yeah. So Park Bros says, wait, she said she recognized my name? That's crazy.
Yeah, magic.
Yeah.
Well, we have a magic mic.
Magical Mike says, yes, I lived in, here we go. Magical Mike says, yes, I lived in Bel Air, Maryland, and I know where Columbia is. Tell them I would go to Merriweather Post Pavilion.
Oh, we go to Merriweather all the time. We live right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One big happy family.
Yeah.
Small world, huh?
Small world.
So we're gonna have to pick up our 3D glasses. And then here we are. This is the merge point. Of course, the lightning lane and standby over here. We're in the single rider. And I really want to get back to the water fountains, the taste of the water, the tint of the water, the swampiness of the water at the drinking fountains, in the complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of waters at the quick service locations. So I have to remember to get back to that, because I feel like I'm going to spend 10 minutes on that subject. Mariah's Art says, Park Bros, I'm pretty sure I've seen your name too before I found TPG and Fun to Be Free. See, Park Bros, you're famous. Like the world famous Scoot Adventures. Chickpin says, what would you say is the fastest moving single rider line? Oh boy. I would say, of course, without a doubt, it would be Expedition Everest at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park, and I think you would agree with the Chickpin. Cynthia M says, no, I haven't been on here. New here on your streams. Thank you, John. Sharing the magic. It's the best. Thank you for being here, Cynthia. Welcome. Sonic says, yeah, you don't have to go to Mitsukoshi anymore, John. Don't worry. Do your thing. Thank you, Sonic. So, Sonic, the whole issue is just the heat today. I have a pretty good handle on how long it takes me to walk on the walkways, how we're exposed in the sun, and it really is, that long walk behind us. Thank you. 6, thank you for making the magic. So thank you, Sonic. Number 6, so we have number 6. Oh, hey! Hey! Thank you for making the magic. Nice to see you.
Every time. Hello, everybody.
We'll come back to the chat once we disembark, folks. I gotta take the batteries out of my pockets, move them from my rear to my front pockets.
this way. Qu'attendez-vous? Des invités pour le dîner.
Yes, but what to do here? Hein? Pour le repas idéal. Coq au vin? Non. That's simple. Too simple.
Voilà.
Mais oui, that's it!
Hey guys, the food is for them, not you.
I could hold it directly in front of my face.
What are you doing? Que manigancez-vous? Out of my way!
Dépêchez-vous! Par ici! Go! Go!
Il va aussi me falloir rapidement 4 ratatouilles pour la carte.
Hey, thanks for coming, everyone. Vous serez toujours les bienvenus chez Rémi. À bientôt et bon appétit. Et oui, non?
And for you, head this way. You are always welcome at Bistro Chez les Amis. Au revoir.
sure to grab all your stuff and watch your step as you exit. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, Emile. Au revoir. Goodbye, Simone. Have a great day.
Hey, don't forget to drop off your glasses. Thank you.
We got to drop off our 3D glasses, according to Emile, right here at the glass drop-off. Just up ahead, you can see, of course, the mirror. I'm going to show you how handsome Frankie Boy is here. That's right, folks. Hello, nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. Here's Frankenstein 4K, folks. Just a quick look at it there. We're going to head back outside, back into World Showcase in the France Pavilion. Have a great day. Bye-bye. I need to shuffle the batteries in my pockets here.
Don't forget to drop off your glasses. Thank you.
Hold on a second. We're moving pockets from my front pockets to my rear pocket. We're back outside in the blistering 97 degrees. We're back here at the fountain, here near Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. We're going to reverse our direction. We're probably going to head over to the International Gateway at Epcot. So stay tuned for more Disney Skyliner. You can see the Disney Skyliner cycling overhead. It looks like a gorgeous day out here. A little on the warm side though.
It's almost like having an allergy.
Let's see where we are in the chat. It's a little bright out here, but I could just make it out. Let's see where we are. Still trying to find where we are in the chat.
That guy showed you
Mary the Moose says, welcome to the channel at Cynthia M. Morazar says, nice. I'll look forward to breaking news then. Magical Mike says, tell them I said hello and wish them luck. Oh, sorry, Magical Mike. We left him behind. Chickabin says it's a hot one in Florida today. It is. Magical Mike says, tell them to like and subscribe, but remember to share. If I recall or remember to from now on, Magical Mike. Sonic says, yeah, just don't roast your noggin. Thank you, Sonic. It's Turbo Time. Welcome in, welcome back. It's Turbo Time says, world famous Scuda. That's right. Morazard says, cast member friend on the right, yeah. We make a lot of friends here on Fun to Be Free, Morazard, as you're aware. Norman Aslan says, hi, cast members. Thank you, Norman. Chickabin Production says, howdy, it's Turbo Time. Mary the Move says, 28 likes to 100. Let's go. All right, Mary the Move. Again, Mary the Move says, we only need 28 likes more to go to our goal of 100 likes today. So we're going to do a countdown. We're going to start with number 3. We'll end with the number 1. Once we get to the number 1, I need everybody to smash that like button. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Smash the like button. Do it now. Let's go. Of course, unless you've already done so. Mary the Moose says, welcome in. It's Turbo Time. Randy says, we could do it. Welcome in, Turbo Time. It's Turbo Time says, thank you, Mary the Move. Turbo Time says, thank you, Randy. Morazar says, oh. Morazar says, and we're back. Mary the Move says, oh no, but we're back. Morazar says, LOL. Dakota Crimson, welcome in, welcome back. Dakota Crimson says, hi, John, fun to be free. Welcome back, Dakota. Nice to see you. Randy says, did Remy take the router and not the food? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Was there a cellular data interruption on the rat ride there? I guess I didn't see it if that's the case. Didn't notice it. Randy says, welcome back, Dakota. Morazart says, oatmeal ate it. It's Turbo Time says, hey, Dakota Crimson, cool handle. Chickapin says, the Beverly is known for them, not you. Never knew they had Beverly and Ratatouille, LOL. Chickapin says, the Beverly is for them, not for you, never knew. Oh, we got that, chat's rolling. Chickapin says, it's a trap. It's Turbo Time says, ha, Chickapin. Dakota Crimson says, hi, thank you so much. Chickapin says, howdy at Dakota Crimson. Morazart says, yeah, I love the rat ride more and more. I do too, Morazart. I always look forward to experiencing it with everybody. Florida Mark says, it's a festival of fun to be free. Weston Holmes. Are you new to the channel, Weston Holmes? But if you are, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Weston Holmes. Weston Holmes says, hello, how are you doing today? We're awesome, Weston Holmes. Thank you for joining us today. Currently at Epcot, we were previously at, of course, Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Now we're going to probably head over to, of course, Disney's Hollywood Studios. Before we actually get on the Disney Skyliner, I wanted to show you gorgeous views of the World Showcase Lagoon from the bridge or the overlook here. You can see the luminous barges off in the distance. And then up ahead is the United Kingdom Pavilion. I'm thinking that we should probably head over to the Yorkshire County Fish Shop. And I just wanted to see if I could indulge in a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. My assumption is the line should be fairly on the short side so they could accommodate us very quickly because we're standing out here in the bright, hot sun. So that's my only concern with that. Chickapin says, howdy at Weston Homes. It's Turbo Time says, hey, Florida Mark. Miraz Art says, was a brief interruption on Rat Ride, nothing big. Okay, thanks for the update, Miraz Art. Randy says, yes, senor, we had a brief moment where Remy mistook the router for the radishes. Interesting, Randy. Huh. I'll have to review the video, see where it was. Curious now. Florida Mark says, hey, it's Turbo Time. Weston Holmes says, yes. Thank you for being here, Weston Holmes. Randy says, welcome in, Weston Holmes. Florida Mark says, can I get Frankie a glass of lemonade? That would be awesome. Oh yeah, look at the attendance, low crowd levels. So we'll walk right up. Walk right in, sit right down. Daddy, let your hair hang down. So stay tuned for a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. Here at Yorkshire County, they'll probably give us the large cup, very large cup. Let's see here. We'll head to the mobile order pickup. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Would you like to say hi?
I'm good.
Okay, fine. May I get just one cup for water, please? Hold on a second, but in the meantime, Chickapin Production says, what's next? I guess we'll never know unless we stay tuned and find out. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you, Chickapin Productions. Again, Chickapin Productions says, what's next? I guess we'll never know. Oh, thank you for making the magic. Have a great day. Bye-bye. So we have success with our complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. As it turns out, we got the normal sized one. Every time I've ever visited this location, even offline, it's always the large one. So there you go. How do you like them apples? So let's get this show on the road. One brief thing I want to do though, is I really want to go inside the Rose and Crown pub for two reasons. One, I always say I love the interior ambiance, and two, there's some air conditioning in there. I need to cool down my camera rig, Frankie Boy, as much as possible right now. So we're not going to stay too long, but it's always just a fun time going inside. Oh, the attendance is low, but that's a packed house here at Rose and Crown. Look at this. That's cool. Good to see. Very good to see. Oh, you're fine. No worries. We're live on YouTube. Would you like to say hi? Oh, okay. I'm John with Fun to Be Free, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Julia?
Birthday girl.
Julia, happy birthday. Yay. Is anybody in this crowd a cast member by any chance?
One gave it away. Yeah, there's a certain stench to this.
I see. Thank you for making the magic. Where do you make magic?
I work at Magic Kingdom for Pandora Jewelry.
Pandora Jewelry. Shout out to the cast members who make magic at Magic Kingdom. Very cool. And former cast member.
It's a college program reunion.
Oh, okay. So this guy, John with Fun to Be Free, used to work at Disneyland. I drove the floats in the Main Street Electrical Parade for a long time.
Thank you for making that.
Well, you're welcome, but thank you guys again. So real quick, I have my phone with me. You're more than welcome to scan it. It'll take you over to my channel. We're live on YouTube right now if you pop it up.
Oh my god, yes. I love it.
Anything else anybody would like to say?
Oh my gosh.
Julia's 21 today. That's why we're here at the Rose and Crown Pub. And real quick, so when everybody asked, hey, where do you want to go, Julia? Julia said, obviously Rose and Crown, right?
I've been told I need to try leaving leprechaun.
Okay. And then pro tip, not on the menu, English Rose.
Okay.
English Rose.
Okay, what is that? Do you know what it has, or should I?
It's a surprise. You're gonna love it. Hello there.
What's the best ingredient?
We're on YouTube right now. That's right. Fun to Be Free. You do? Excellent. Awesome. Hello there. Nice to see you. Fun to be free. Fun to be free. Yes, yes, sir. Where are you from? Oh, United Kingdom? We have a lot of people in the chat from United Kingdom. Enjoy your stay, everyone. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Nice to meet you, Julia. Take care. Happy birthday. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to go outside here. We're going to go out the door. Stay tuned for the Skyliner. So I'm still enjoying my complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. Let's see where we are in the chat, though. Uh, 1900, welcome in, welcome back. Says, good afternoon. You had the weakest spot in the middle of French Ride with the rats that goes offline briefly. Thank you for the update, 1900. Sonic says, John, supersize me for water? Yeah, well, they diminished me for water, Sonic. No, I'm teasing, no. Shout out to the cast members who make magic at Yorkshire County. James 1007 says, did someone say Yorkshire County fish up? I'm in. You know, James, I was just thinking about you. Because as soon as I said Yorkshire, I bet James is listening right now at work. And he's going to go, oh, loves me some Yorkshire County fish and chips. He got it 3 times when he was here, folks. 3 times. 1900 says that I see you're park hopping. I very much am, 1900. You probably see today's video topic. We started at Caribbean Beach. We headed to Epcot because I wanted to show how simple and easy it was to head over from the Caribbean Beach on the Skyliner, and then how easy it is to go from park to park on the Skyliner as well. So stay tuned for Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's Turbo Time, says ha ha Sonic. And Randy with the soliloquy back in the chat. So let's pop up the subscribe banner. And it says, Randy says, John and Frankie are on the move from resort royalty to park hopping pros. Today's menu, a sampler platter of Magic, Resorts, Epcot, and now a heaping scoop of Hollywood Studios with extra thrills and 0 Beverly. Frankie's navigating like he's got a World Showcase compass, and John's bringing enough Disney trivia to power Spaceship Earth for a week. Somewhere between a Figment Dream and a Mickey-shaped pretzel, they've turned this day into a 5-star festival of fun. Like, subscribe, and tap that bell. John goes live every day at 2 p.m. Eastern, because when John and Frankie hop, Epcot's globe spins a little faster. Thank you, Randy. Well done, as always. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic.
How you doing? Yeah.
We're live on YouTube. I'll just head this way. And let's see where we are in the chat. Still trying to find where we are. Maybe we'll come back to the chat once we go out the exit here. Thank you for making the magic. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, folks, I'm going to point the camera awkwardly in this direction of travel simply because security screening. So we're pointing it away from security for a brief moment. Hold on, I'll come back to the Disney Skyliner in a moment. Hello there. Thank you for protecting the magic. We're live on YouTube. Okay, so here we go. We got the Disney Skyliner cycling overhead. So stay tuned. We're going to hop aboard the Disney Skyliner, soaring to new heights, folks. We're going to come back down the ground level, and I'll show you the Friendship boat pulling into the dock here. And then the Art Nouveau-inspired station hovering above, if you will. So we're going to walk up the pathway, and we'll hop aboard. So let's see where we're in the chat, though. Chickapin says, I don't know if I'm mentally ready for football practice today. Wish me luck, LOL. Good luck to you, Chickapin. I didn't know you were so talented. Thank you for making the magic. Sonic says, Frankie boy, why not Frankie Stud? I love it, Sonic, thank you. That's not a bad option, Frankie Stud. We could use a stud finder. Maybe we could purchase it at Home Depot. Randy says, happy birthday, Julia. Sorry, Randy. 1900 says 3 consecutive days in the upper 80s in my region. That seems very comfortable if you ask me. It's 97 degrees here, 1900. Florida Mark says I need to get soaked. They need sprinklers in lines, LOL. So Florida Mark's on property here at the Walt Disney World Resort. Chickapin Productions says LOL at Florida Mark. It's Turbo Time says, you're cooking, Frankie. I love it. It's Turbo Time says, you're cooking, Frankie. I love it. Little Home Alone 2 action, maybe. Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, before I slap you silly. You're cooking, Frankie. Sonic says, man, I hate disinfection. It's no fun. Sonic, take care of yourself. Chickabin says, sorry to hear that, Sonic. It's Trouble Time says, I'm sorry to hear that about the toot, Sonic. Never any fun. 1900 says, my aunt and I flew the gondola between Disney's Hollywood Studios and Caribbean Beach Resort. Yeah, it's so cool, huh? 1900. Let me dispose of my complimentary fun to be free cup of water in the garbage receptacle there. And then we're going to rejoin the queue in a moment. But do we have another live streamer? No, we don't. No live streamers. No live streamer. Holding a phone on a selfie stick. Here we go. We got handoff here for Disney Skyliner.
For your safety, please remain seated, supervise children, and refrain from smoking in the cabins. Thank you. Para su seguridad, por favor, permanezcan sentados, supervisen a sus niños y absténganse de fumar en la cabina. Gracias. For your safety, please remain seated, supervise children, and refrain from smoking in the cabins. Thank you. Para su seguridad, por favor, permanezcan sentados, supervisen a sus niños y absténganse de fumar en la cabina. Gracias.
Hello there. Just one, please. Oh, thank you so much for making the magic. We're live on YouTube. All right, folks. Okay, let's get settled in here. I'm just checking the technical setup. It'll be right with you. I think everything's functioning correctly. And we need to catch up with the chat, which I think we're pretty much are. Thank you for making magic. And also, I want to talk about the water, the tint, the taste, the flavor, the swampiness. So there we go. Soaring to new heights on Disney Skyliner. Chickabin says, I said good day. Thank you, Chickabin. Chickabin says, LOL. I know where you're going with this, Chickabin. Lori M. McLean, welcome in. Welcome back. Says, water story. Oh, how'd you know that's coming, Lori M. McLean? Norman Aslan says, I need 1900. I'll take your 80 degrees over my high 90s with high humidity. Closing in on 100 today. Oh, boy. Sonic says, thanks, guys. I mean, I'll be fine, but there's just too much pressure in my cheek due to the infection. I'm sorry to hear that, Sonic. Take care of yourself. 1900 says, Theme Park Giant streamed Disney Hollywood Studios earlier today, and he's done for the day. He'll stream Magic in tomorrow morning. Thanks for the update, 1900. Randy says, welcome in, Lorianne. Florida Mark says, are we getting airborne again? We are. Lorianne McLean says, hey, Randy. Sonic says, and this is why you're not getting any LL from me today. I'm just not feeling it. Okay, Sonic. I understand. Take care of yourself. Norman Anderson says, I'm the type of person I just ride the Skyliners around the property all day, LOL. Yeah, I love the transportation, Norman. Randy says those Skyliners are so relaxing. They are. Unless you're afraid of heights, right, Randy? Randy says, how are the levels, senor? Frankie Boy is yellow flame right now, so we're down from red, which is good. John, levels are fine. I just need to get some more water. I'll be fine. Chicken Man Production says, here we go. Love it. 1900 says some gondolas have no narration like this one. Some do, some don't. Okay, let's talk about, of course, the swampy water taste. So here we go. So I thought this was going to be a long one. So I'll try to make it clear and concise as I can. So the way I think I should start the story is, so the water from, say, the Coca-Cola beverage stations, the drinking fountains, hydration by Haas, different, you take your water bottle and fill it up, right? So there's different brands, different vendors. So some of them are older, some of them are newer, some I think are older wells, some are newer wells. What I'm saying here is the water taste, the swampiness is not consistent. It's different from location to location, including Magic Kingdom, I think is the best way to describe this. So if you go to different quick service locations such as Pecos Bill or Village House, Pinocchio's Village House in Fantasyland, two different lands, two different locations. My opinion, I have no inside knowledge on this, but my opinion is the actual water is on different wells because it tastes different to me. For example, to me, Pinocchio Village House Restaurant in Fantasyland at Magic Kingdom, it has, I think, the best water at the Magic. It is a little swampy, a little tint of swampy, but that said, I think Pecos and Casey's is more swampy, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. It's similar but different is the best way I could say it. So it's not quite the same taste, but I'd say Pinocchio Village House Restaurant in Fantasyland Magic Kingdom is overall a better location for water out of a tap, if you will. The water fountains at the Magic Kingdom in general are plain out awful in terms of swamp, especially at the Transportation and Ticket Center or the TTC. The TTC, I think, is the absolute worst on the property for swampiness, by far. Let me get an updated view. In fact, maybe I should try to get it. We just were on the turn, the left-hand turn. It's obscured. Okay, never mind. Let me point the camera to our forward direction travel so you can see this. I guess there's the Speedway gas station below. Directly up ahead is the actual Disney's Riviera Resort at the DVC, World Showcase, American Adventure, and American Pavilion back over here. So that's Epcot over there. Behind us, if you will, is Disney's Hollywood Studios. That's where eventually we're going to head now. But let's get back to the water story. So I think, without a doubt, Magic Kingdom has the worst swamp water on the property. The resorts, I think, are much better in terms of water clarity, water taste, not swampy tint. So the resort hotels offer a good choice for that as well. Just out of the tap, when you go to a drinking fountain, I think they're much better. But of course, there's other drinking fountains where you fill up your own personal water bottles, different locations. So these have different vendors, different brands, different manufacturers, and they all have a different taste to me. They're very similar, but very, very close, but slightly different with those. So those aren't bad when you fill up your own water bottles. Those are, my opinion, there's a primary filter and then there's a secondary filter by the manufacturer, like Hydration by Haws, for example, Haws. And the ones over at Epcot, those water filters, those water bottle fill-up stations, especially in Connections Eatery, I think that one, I simply think, is the best one on all the property that I've ever tasted. It's the brand newest one, and in my opinion, it probably has the best filtration system. So I hope that makes sense. And I didn't use 10 minutes on this, so I tried to clearly and concisely, bring it down. Because I could go on and on. I could break it down by each park, by Disney Springs, by location, by land, by quick service, by table service, But again, it's all over the road. So your mileage may vary when it comes to the swamp water taste from different water fountains, different Coca-Cola beverage stations, freestyle machines. They're all just slightly different, I think. But let me point the camera to our forward direction travel so you can see us come into, of course, Disney's Riviera Resort, where we attempt to make a touchdown. And after that, we'll have liftoff on our red gondola, cabin number 4, for your safety. Off in the distance, of course, is the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind show building. It's obscured now by the landscape, but yeah, there it is. Okay, here we go. Oh no! I don't know what happened to the gimbal head. It just, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So just a few moments. In fact, let's do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doors open. There we go. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. Let's see where we are in the chat, though. So I feel like a lot of chats have rolled in since I just keep talking. Ask Mary on the Move about me talking. She'll tell you. So again, Lorianne McLean says, I've been waiting for the water story since it was brought up. Lorianne McLean. Lorianne McLean says, half the bottle when there. Cruise Deep Park Guide says, it is hot in those gondolas. It's very stagnant now, but once we get moving, once we're airborne, it's moderately comfortable. Of course, obviously, like I said before, there's no air conditioning in here. So it relies on, of course, the vents that are open and the natural breeze coming through, if you will. 1900 says, if you run into a gondola narration, hold your chats. You got it, 1900. Florida Mark says, hi, Sierra. Yes, it is. Randy says, hi, Sierra. Cruise Theme Park Guide says, hi, Florida Mark and Randy. Sonic says, what am I afraid of, balloons? Because of the popping noises? I am fine with heights. Oh, Sonic, you're not afraid of heights? That's good to hear. Sonic says, hey, Sierra. 1900 says, a Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Welcome in. I'd take a friendship boat. That's what 1900 says. I think he says he prefers to take friendship boats. I love the friendship boats.
Hi again.
Hello, Lynn. Nice to see you. Thank you for making magic again. Philhar Magical Mel says, good afternoon, John. Thanks for taking me on the Skyline. Don't forget to smash the likes. Thank you, Philhar Magical Mel. Thank you for being here. Welcome back, Philhar Magical Mel. So again, Philhar Magical Mel says, good afternoon, John. Thanks for taking me on the Skyliner. Don't forget to smash the likes with the big thumbs up. Nice work, pal. It's Turbo Time says, me too, Sonic. Chickapin says, Disney would never put Dasani in the fountains. That would be a 50 up charge on each ticket. LOL. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right on that one, Chickapin. Sonic says, okay, Turbo. Mary the Moose says, welcome in, and Philhar Magical Mel. Park Bro says, Casey's is the worst water. Okay, so yeah, have you noticed how I don't go to Casey's that much? Because it's not that great. Casey's to me is very close to the Transportation and Ticket Center, TTC water fountain water. It's very close. So I prefer not to drink at Casey's or TTC, except for when I'm really, really thirsty, or when Randy goes, agua, senor. Agua, senor. And I go, okay, but I have to leave Frankie Boy on the table. And then you see me walk off, and then here I am just casually strolling with my complimentary fed beefy cup of water, walking back, and Randy's probably besides himself, go, who's babysitting Frankie, Johnny? Let's see where we are. Florida Mark says, hey, Philhar Magical Mel. Randy says, hey, Mel. Sonic says, this is a silly system that YouTube is doing these days while we chat. I don't know what you're talking about, Sonic. Philhar Magical Mel says, hey, Mary and Randy. And Florida Mark. Philhar Magical Mel says, hey, Lawrence. Callum Whittam says, hello. Welcome in. Welcome back, Callum Whittam. Randy says, so it's almost like bottled water. They all taste the same, but a little different. Yeah, I guess so, Randy. Yeah, it tastes the same, but different. Hey, below is where we came from. Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. You can see Barefoot Bay down there. Feature pool, and of course Old Port Royale, the lobby. That's where we started this adventure. I'm trying to get a better shot, but yeah, not so good right now, I guess. Maybe I can come over here, get a little closer. Maybe that's a better shot. So there you go. Randy says, welcome back, Callum. Chickapin says, howdy. Philhar Magical Mel. Park Bro says, Sonic, what system are you talking about? Yeah, I'm a little confused too. Philhar Magical Mel says, hey, Randy. Park Bros, hey, hi, Mel. It's Turbo Time says, bottled water companies are not in the water business, they're in the plastics business. That's a good point, it's Turbo Time. Kind of like McDonald's in the real estate business, Google's in the advertising business. Callum Whittam says, just subscribed. Can't believe I didn't discover this channel sooner. I love the channel name and its reference. Okay, so Callum, welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. We're coming down. Yeah, we're going to make touchdown here. Touchdown. We have a touchdown here. So stay tuned, folks. We're going to hop off and hop back on. This time we're going to hop on to the Disney's Hollywood Studios line, if you will. Randy says, welcome back, Park Bro. Park Bro says, welcome, Callum. Thank you, Park Bros. Thank you, Lawrence. Sonic says, the purple with the crown 1, 2, 3 at Park Bros. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Sonic. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. Let's see where we are. So Sonic's talking about in the chat how it bumps you up if you pay your monies or you chit chat. So you can get to number 1 by simply chit chatting the most or paying the most monies. In other words, YouTube is gamifying the system. It's Turbo Time says, welcome in, Callum. Florida Mark says, hey, at Park Bros. Sonic says, and 150 XP. Mary the Moose says, welcome to the channel at Callum Whittam. Let's see where we are in the chat. Just rolling as always. So up ahead here is Hollywood Studios. Over here, more resorts, Art of Animation and Pop Century. We just came from Epcot, Skyliner line. We got Disney Hollywood Studios line.
Thank you. Para su seguridad, por favor, permanezcan sentados. Supervisen a sus niños.
I need to change out the battery here. Hold on. I need to take blue off the battery pack there. Let's see where we are. Put another battery on there. Okay, we're charging good. Oh, one please. Thank you for making the magic. All right, let's see where we're at here in the chat. Mary the Moon says, welcome to the channel at Callum Whittam. Park Bros says, why is it silly? Cruise and Theme Park Guide says, the guy that gets a complimentary Feta Beef cup of water every day knows his stuff. Sierra. Oh boy. Okay, let's go for liftoff, and we have liftoff aboard the Disney Skyliner as we travel to infinity and beyond. So there we go. So stay tuned, folks. We're headed over to Disney's Hollywood Studios to catch you up, though. We were over at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort because there's a new update for 2020. Oh.
Ladies, gentlemen, and islanders of all ages, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We're flying to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Bingo, bango. So again, Cruise and Theme Park Guide Sierra says, the guy that gets a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water every day knows his stuff. You got that right.
Throughout his life and career, Walt Disney had a passion for animals and the natural world. Today, we are traveling through one of the many protected wetlands here at Walt Disney World Resort. If you're lucky, you might spot some of the happiest wildlife on Earth.
But yeah, Cruise and Theme Park Guide Sierra. Like, comment, subscribe, support your local live streamer. Link in the description box below for Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Oh, did I happen to mention Magic Adventures? That's MAJIC, Magic Adventures. They do live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort along with Theme Park Giant, Not So Scary Mary TV, Scoot Adventures. Don't forget about Florida Mark as well. Oh, and FastPassRadio.com. Can't forget about that. On FastPassRadio.com, you can listen to free, of course, Disney Parks background music streaming live on the interwebs on FastPassRadio.com. So links in the description box below, folks. Sonic says it seems silly. Or does it, Sonic? I'd say YouTube's figured out how to gamify it. Philhar Magical Mouse says 91 here. Yeah, it's very hot, huh? 97 here. Callum Whittam says thank you. Callum Whittam, are you from the UK by any chance? Chickman says Gainesville has good swamp water just to find any water that is touching grass.
In just a few minutes, we will be arriving at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Whether you plan to visit a galactic outpost or play with all of Andy's toys, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, everyone can become the stars of their favorite cinematic stories.
Bingo bango.
Before you walk the red carpet, remember to double-check your star-studded itinerary using your My Disney Experience mobile app.
Okay, transportation gates, including, of course, the Walt Disney World. The buses, and that's just, you know, a long, lengthy way to say it's a bus, folks. So, bus below takes you everywhere you want to go here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So, the amount of cars in the parking lot looks very average to me right now.
Ladies, gentlemen, and members of the Academy, welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
we'll jump back to the chat here. So it appears we just experienced some weak reception and may have decoupled the audio, but I think the audio and video should be in sync now. In fact, you are hearing me talk. How about that? We'll flip the camera. Let's get a shot of the Tower Terror. Where's Tonio Tower when we need him? Let me double check everything here. I think we're functioning correctly, but I think we had a slight technical hiccup there with the cellular data reception. Just double checking the setup here. I think we're all good to go now. We'll come back to the live chat in just a few moments. I also ensuring everything is being charged. Reed and Tower says, John, all good now, 15:59. Thank you, Reed. Thank you so much. Let's come back to the chat, see where we are. Oh, Randy, looks like your soliloquy is getting cut off, so maybe we could come back to that later. Sorry. Park Bro says, Sonic, if it used to, it becomes fun. There are more new styles of interactivity on the way. Thank you, Park Bros, Lawrence, for that. Oh, real quick, folks. I really enjoy this background music loop here. So let me just come over here for a moment. So this speaker, for example. 1900 says, I found Columbia Harbor House not much good water. Yeah, I'd say it's average. Hold on. My finger was touching the camera, the camera phone on the gimbal. Because surprisingly, it's very dim. We have a yellow flame on each device, meaning Iron Frank the streamer and Robin. So Batman's in my pocket. Robin is dim along with the streamer phone Iron Frank, and I can't figure out why, because we're on the cooler side right now, but it's interesting why it's so dim. So we must be nearing a red flame, so I need to keep this camera rig as cool as possible. So let's head into some air conditioning real soon here. We're gonna go through security. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'll pop up the be right back screen. When I say be right back, the security be right back screen, and then I'll catch you on the flip side. So I'll see you on the inside. All right, I think we're back, and we're magically transported, wouldn't you just know it, to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So just to give you a quick update, if you just joined us, We were over at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Of course, the reason why we were over at that world-class resort hotel at the Walt Disney World Resort was simple. Today's video topic is 4K Live, the future of Disney World hotels, what's changing in 2026, exclusive live stream. That's right, folks. If you just joined us, if you just tuned in, today's video topic is the future of Disney World hotels, what's changing in 2026, exclusive live stream. So once this particular video ends, once it's over, be kind and rewind. Check out all the details in regards to what is changing in the calendar year 2026 for the Walt Disney World Resort hotels. All right, we're gonna enter, of course, Disney's Hollywood Studios. All the signage is indicating to the left, or as you know, Indiana Jones, of course, in Disneyland Park in California, and that, you know, the world-class attraction, Indiana Jones. He says, up to the left. There's big steps up ahead. Anytime I see left, I'm like, oh, it's Indy saying, up to the left. At any rate, let's find a guest entrance touch point, and we'll head into the park. Without any further ado, we'll double check the chat here in a few moments. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube. Thank you for making the magic. Here, I'll come up here. So there we go. So I need to put the bat phone back in my pocket and then put my finger on the touch point. And thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hello there, and thank you for making the magic. All right. We made it. Just like Dr. Seeker says, you made it. With one passenger, extra large. Okay, where are we in the chat? Joe Miggy Rock, welcome in, welcome back. Joe Miggy Rock says Casey's hot dogs are a miss also. I see it differently, Joe Miggy Rock. I think the hot dogs are amazing at Casey's Corner. Mary the Move says 6 likes to 100. Let's see, Mary the Move again says 6 likes to 100. All right, so Mary the Move is calling for all explorers, of course, to smash the like button. So we're gonna do a countdown in 3, 2, 1. Smash the like button, do it now. Let's go, unless you've already done so, because Mary the Move says 6 likes to 100. Chickapin Production says Casey's does have a good corn dog nugget, so Chickapin is correct. Randy says 100, almost down. We need 100 more to go. Come on, gang. Show your support for the bestest YouTube channel with the hostess, with the mostest. Frankie, let's not forget about John. He's great. Thank you, Randy. Thank you so much for that. And Randy says, so in your opinion, is the Casey water filter a hot dog water taste? No, I don't think so at all, Randy. I really don't think so. I just taste swamp at Casey's. Chickapin Production. Hold on, the chat just jumped and rolled. Where are we in the chat? Phil Magical Mill says, where's your sunnies? That's right here. Phil Magical Mill. Look, I got my Ray-Ban Wayfarers here. Let me put it on. There we go. Hold on a second. Give me one moment. One moment. Little technical glitch there. One more moment. Okay, there we go. So I have my little Nintendo controller. I think it went to sleep. So I think it's like every 15 minutes it goes to sleep. So I think I woke it up, but I think it's fine now. Okay, so quick update, folks. I was going, oh, hold on a sec. So off camera, you can't see it, but I literally have a little wireless Bluetooth Nintendo controller that controls on Robin, the camera on the gimbal head, how I switch the scenes when I say the camera flips. So I can do picture-in-picture, forward, backward, you know, front-facing, rear-facing camera. So like right now, boom. Very simple, very easy. It's very quick. All custom. At any rate, we're approaching center stage here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let's check the chat though. Disney Chuck, I do believe Disney Chuck is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Disney Chuck. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. But Disney Chuck says, I would like to see a review of who at Magic Kingdom has the best courtesy water. Oh, that'd be interesting. That's a good suggestion. Very well done, Disney Chuck. Welcome to the channel. Stay tuned for that. I think we'd have to do that one day. Randy says, welcome in, Disney Chuck. Chickapin says, howdy at Disney Chuck. Phil from Magical Mouse says, hey, Disney Chuck. Sonic says, huh, all right, YouTube is a game? Fine, the chat. I don't like the system. Well, it encourages engagement, Sonic. Think about it, how engaging the system is. Sonic says, I don't have any choice though. Maybe I think, well, that's one way to look at it. It's Turbo Time says, hashtag same, Sonic. So we're at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway here. Let's come back down to the ground level. I need to check in with a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. I'll tell you that, folks. All this water talk is making me thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Phil Magical Mel says, what do you do when you're not on Fun to Be Free? So Phil Magical Mel, what do I do? Okay, you want me to tell you the honest truth? Okay, here we go. So Phil Magical Mel, you brought it up, not me. Ask Mary on the Move. Ask Magical Mike. Ask Scoot Adventures. Ask Nary and Benny. Not So Scary Mary TV. Ask Theme Park Giant. Ask Fast Toast Radio. Ask Florida Mark. What do I do when I'm not live? I'm working on the channel. That's right. So I've said before, my office at the Land Pavilion, I have a desk and I leave the lights on, and Randy has his, he cleans after I come in and out because he's the employee of the month. So you can find me at the Land, and I'm always working on the channel. So for every hour that I'm offline, that I'm live, in other words, if I'm live an hour, it's at least another hour that I'm offline working on the channel. And I say generally it's almost like for every hour I'm live, it's like almost 2 or 3. So it just depends. But there you go. I'm always working on the channel, Phil Magical Mel. Good question. So I could bring you awesome live streams. Right, Mary the Move? Okay, we're gonna head into some air conditioning. Why? I need to cool down Frankenstein 4K, folks. Hold on, thank you for your patience. Very hot outside, 97 degrees. So we're here at ABC Commissary and Commissary Lane at, of course, Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're gonna go attempt to find a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. I do enjoy the water here from ABC Commissary very much. It's Turbo Time says, what do Frankie? Or, so Frankie 4K or Frankie Boy or Old Frankenstein, Frankie 4K, Frankenstein 4K, that's my camera rig. Is that your question? It's Turbo Time. Chickabin says, Tony Otero might pop up in the chat since we're here at Hollywood Studios. It's possible, Chickabin. Very possible. But he doesn't know we're at the old MGM right now. So I could head over here for a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup. You know what's more fun? Let's do this. Let's do this. More fun than asking for a cup. Let's just go get a cup. We could go to Baseline Tap House. That's a lot of fun. It's literally around the corner. We're in the air conditioning right now. There's more air conditioning at Baseline. We just have to go outside for a brief moment. There's water jug at Baseline. There's water jugs, or I should say the Coca-Cola beverage station here at ABC Commissary. You can always come back. We could always go to, I don't know, even, Bacalot Express, Warehouse of Good Eating. So lots of options for water. The water here at Hollywood Studios, not bad, not bad. It's very consistent, it feels like, here at Hollywood Studios in terms of the taste. Of course, these are all my opinions. Phil Magical Mouse says, hey, Turbo Time. Sonic says, LOL, stuff that speaker with something. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Sonic. Jalen says, hi, everyone. 1900 says, Disney's Hollywood Studios parking lot. You see maybe the area that Monstropolis will expand. Oh, so yeah, that would be the cast member parking lot. So 1900, I think you joined us yesterday. I think when we did, of course, Monsters, Inc. Door Vault Coaster. So over by Muppet Vision 3D, literally right over here, behind the backstage gate is a cast member parking lot, or was previously, but they've reclaimed it for, of course, the Gravity Box, the show building. Hello, thank you for making the magic. Hello there, thank you for making the magic. So we're heading in for a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. Hold on, folks, give me a second. And the gimbal head, I'm not sure what the gimbal head's doing, but I'll, flip it around. Hold on. Here we go. Booyah. So we have success with our complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. See, again, I don't know what the gimbal head did. Let me reverse it and get it on track. Come on, gimbal head. We have successful mission accomplished. A tisket, a tasket, a red and yellow basket. So I'm debating on what attraction we should experience right now because we really need to get in some air conditioning. There's so many things I'd like to take you on right now, but the one that comes to mind right now immediately is Star Tours The Adventures Continue because it's right here, right now. It has air conditioning. And before we do that, what I'd like to do is head over to the Baccarat Express, the Warehouse of Good Eating, because I feel like I ignore that quick service dining experience at all times. I could even fill up my complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water there as well. So we could, do two things at once. So stay tuned for Star Tours The Adventure Continue. We'll come back to that in just a few moments. We're just gonna take a quick walkthrough of course, Baccarat Express. I'll fill up my water again and we'll come back to Star Tours, so hold on. Plus we need to catch up with the chat. Again, I feel like I'm behind in the chat at all times. Thank you for your patience. Oh, it's Turbo Time says stink, stink, stunk. Oh, is that a little, Christmas reference? Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. It's Turbo Time says, hey there, Jilon. Fellow Magical Mouse says, hey, 1900 says refresh. So audio, video refresh, or just refresh? Hold on, 1557. I think we're fine on the audio video, I'm guessing. Okay. So here we are, a Warehouse of Good Eating, Baccarat Express. I'm still trying to find where we're in the chat, hold on. So the last chat I can see is from 1605, 405 Eastern from Magic Adventures. I'm sorry folks if they fell off a cliff. I'm doing my best to keep up with the chat here. Magic Adventures Jen says, Elizabeth, my dad loves Sweden. Sonic says, trying to feel fine. Sonic, take care of yourself. Randy says, welcome back, Elizabeth. Sonic says, how are you? Antonio Tower. Oh, Antonio Tower's here. How did he find us? Wow. The thumbnail says that we were at Caribbean Beach. Antonio Tower says, doing great, thinking about the Hollywood Tower. And you, Sonic? Oh, boy. Antonio Tower, are you psychic? Are you telepathic? Jaylon says, thanks, Fastest Radio. My favorite ride is Haunted Mansion. Sonic says, trying to make it until tomorrow morning. You'll be fine, Sonic. Sonic says, going to the dentist. Antonio Tower says, mine is Tower of Terror followed by A Small World. Magic Adventures says, I see 99 likes. Thank you, Magic Adventures, Jen. Thanks for the update. Like, comment, subscribe. So we just need one more like, folks, to get to our goal of 100 likes today, according to Magic Adventures, Jen. Of course, I left a link to Magic Adventures in the description box below on this video. So we're just wandering around aimlessly. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube. It's Turbo Time says, oh, sorry, Sonic. Magic Adventures says, hi, Mary in the Move. Sonic says, it's fine. Sonic, take care of yourself. Antonio Tower says, hello, Mary. And Courtney Cooley, I do believe Courtney Cooley is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Courtney Cooley. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. But Courtney Cooley says, hello all, excited to be here. Our countdown is 18 days. And we'll be celebrating my daughter's birthday and that she's in remission. Awesome to hear. Thank you for the update, Courtney Cooley. Welcome to the channel. Of course, happy birthday to your daughters, and I'm glad to hear that she's in remission. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. We're very excited for you and your family to join us here at the Walt Disney World Resort. Currently, we're here at Baccarat Express Restaurant. I'm just here for a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water refill. It's very hot outside, 97 degrees. Stay hydrated, folks. Welcome to the channel, Courtney Cooley. Jaylon says, in the park, I will run, slowly turn around, and once I do, and I flip the camera, as you can see what my eyeballs are looking at in just a moment. Thank you, Jaylon. Mary in the Move says, we are 104 likes now. Awesome. Thank you, Mary in the Move, for the update there. So we just made it to 100 likes, folks. We need to get to our new goal of 200 likes. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube. Anyway, we're going to go head for a refill of water here at Baccarat Express. Hold on. Maybe we'll go to another one. There's one on this side. Okay. Let's get a refill. Be right with you. Thanks for your patience. Again, folks, I need to stay hydrated. 97 outside. Let me get a better grip on my complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. And let's head over to Star Tours The Adventures Continue. Tony O'Tower says, loving the view of Sunset Boulevard already. Okay, Tony O'Tower, thank you for joining us. Tony, I'd like to get over to the Tower of Terror, but it's outdoors, you know, for that courtyard portion. So we'll see. Stay tuned, we'll see. I'm trying to cool down Frankenstein 4K as much as possible. We have a yellow flame, and the yellow flame, you know, leads to a red flame, so we need to keep it cool. Boy, oh boy, 97 out here. Mary the Moose says, welcome back, Courtney Cooley. Magic Adventure says, how exciting, Courtney Cooley. And Randy back in the chat already. What does Randy have to say? Randy says, forget the water boy. John is the aquatic adventurer of Epcot. He's got more water knowledge than a living with the land narration Trek. And once told a kid, that's not a Dasani, that's Beverly. Oh boy. If hydration is an art, John is Picasso with his a cup. So grab your fun to be free complimentary cup of water, hold it to the sky like Simba, and let John guide you to liquid enlightenment. Smash the like, splash the subscribe, and ding the notification bell before your water bottle gets confiscated by the Q Commander. He's live every day at 2 p.m. Eastern, hydrated, caffeinated, and Disney narrated. Randy, look at that, that was good. Okay, so we got a 5 minute standby wait time here at Star Tours The Adventures Continue. Let's head in. Thank you for making the magic. Nice to see you. Let's see where we are here in the chat, though. Well done, Randy, as always. Tony O'Tower says, hello, Courtney. Mary the Move says, hello at Magic Adventures, and Tony O'Tower. Randy, oh no, fellow Magic Ball says, hey, Disney Baker. Oh, Baker's back in the chat? Okay. So, let's head inside. Hopefully we'll get caught up with the chat, so. I really want to get caught up with the chats today. Jalen says, hey everyone, how are you? Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube. Thank you for making the magic. Would you like to say hi?
Yes.
Okay. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi, I'm Val from Mexico.
Hi Val, what hometown from Mexico?
Puebla.
Can you spell it so we have it correct, please?
So it's Puebla.
Awesome, thank you. Would you like to say hi, sir? Okay. Thank you for making the magic. Have a great day. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Fun to be free. Fun to be free. Remember Test Track? Remember Test Track? Did you ride Test Track 3.0?
I haven't done it.
Oh, you haven't done it yet. But on Test Track, they say it's fun to be free, and that's my channel name. Fun to be free. Bye-bye. Go ahead. You're fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. Disney Chuck says, thank you. Stay cool. Randy says, we made it past 100. We can make it past the next 100. Thank you, Randy. Of course, we're going to do a countdown in 3, 2, 1. Smash the like button. Do it now. Let's go, unless you've already done so. Fastest Radio says, that Jaylon. Which one? It's Turbo Time says, great handle, Disney Chuck. Hold on, Sonic. I'm shuffling batteries out of my pockets. Give me a second, Sonic. Sonic says, hashtag, I feel miserable, but it's not as miserable as the last time I was in agonizing tooth pain. The tooth got pulled out as well. I'm sorry to hear that, Sonic. Take care of yourself. Fast Pass Radio, Haunted Mansion is right at Magic Kingdom. Not So Scary Mary TV says, when he's not on Fun to Be Free, he's working on everything for Fun to Be Free. LOL. Thank you, Not So Scary Mary TV. Mary the Moose says, LOL, Not So Scary Mary TV. Courtney Cooley says, thank you all. We thought it, what better way to celebrate than Disney? You were right, Courtney Cooley. You're absolutely right. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. Hello. Nice to see you. Jamaica Rock says, John, did you know what you could get for free venti ice water at all Starbucks and Properly? You're right. That's a good pro tip, Jamaica Rock. You nailed it. You nailed that one. Not So Scary Mary TV says that Mary the Move. Laughing and crying. Randy says, looks like weather is headed to you, senor. Oh, no, Randy. So while we're here, let's look at the weather. So here's the bat phone. As you're aware, I could pull up the weather on the screen, but let's just pull it up to offline, if you will. Let me look for a real quick reference here. So, Walt Disney World weather. Oh, it's too bright. 96 degrees right now, high at 98. Severe weather, extreme heat watch. These conditions are expected by noon, Tuesday, July 29th. Additional alert, heat advisory. Partly cloudy conditions expected around 5. Wind gusts are up to 8 miles an hour. Okay.
About that little incident you've got.
Okay, let's see here where we are in the chat.
Just keep that our little secret.
Mary Moo says best secret at Jamaica Rock. Jaylon says LOL, oh Marianne Moo. Phil Magic Mall says next to you, go to Magic Kingdom, send a picture of you at my office across the carpet. I don't know, Phil Magic Mall. Randy says we have weather coming. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sorry, Phil Magic Mall. As you know, Phil Magic Mall, as you know, we just, I see a squirrel and we're on to the next thing. I don't know. We'll see. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Fun to be free. Fun to be free. Let me flip the camera here. We got to pick up our flight glasses, our flight goggles. Let me get the gimbal head on track on the neutral. Not certain what's going on here. Fastest Radio says, hey, Jaylon, what's your favorite Disney hotel and why? Bonus points if you could describe the smell in the lobby. Magic Adventure says, Jamaica Rock, great call. I never think about that. Thank you. Jen, I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised you don't think about that one. That's interesting. Philip Magic Mile says, hey, Fastest Radio. Jaylon says, my favorite hotel. Hold on, the chat's rolling. Jaylon says something. My favorite hotel is Beach Club, Fastest Radio. What's your favorite hotel? Daniel Larimore says, it's 94 here in Maryland. Yeah, welcome in, welcome back, Daniel Larimore. 94 is brutal up there, but it says it's 98 high here. Reddy says, hey, Daniel. Mary the Moose says, hello, Daniel. Fastest Radio says, I like Saratoga Springs and Disneyland Hotel at Jaylon. Philip Magic Mel says, how's Gnome today? Oh, no. Fastest Radio says, have you been to Disneyland, Jaylon? Jaylon says, yeah, I've never been to Disneyland before. Mariah's Art says, a test track reference? Yeah, that's right. It's fun to be free. Mariah's Art, you nailed it. Fastest Radio says, are you in Florida, Jaylon? WDWE fan, welcome and welcome back, says, hey, y'all, nice to see you. Jaylon says, I'm in Medicine Hat, and I love Florida Fast Radio. Randy says, welcome back, WWE. Jaylon says, we should come to Disney World, and we could go to rides and have some fun. Fastest Radio says, have you listened to the station at Jaylon? It's Turbo Time says, WWE in the house. Okay, I think we're caught up. Oh, and Goonies Never Say Die. That's a good handle. Welcome to the channel. Look at this. Goonies Never Say Die. I love it. That's a good handle. $50 bill. Goonies Never Say Die. What time is it there? It is 16:25 Eastern or 4:25 Eastern. Goonies Never Say Die. Welcome to the channel. Hello there. Nice to see you. One, please. Oh, here's glasses. Thank you. Like, C is in Coruscant. Well done. Hello. Nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic again. Of course. May I go to row 5, please, so I don't disturb people? Of course. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes. Thank you, Sean.
So there's no time to lose. Off with you. Go on. Go. Tell the boys. What? Oh, now this is not fun.
Mary the Move says, who's your favorite wrestler at WWE fan? Jaylon says, yeah, you can listen to the station. Randy says, welcome in, Goonies. It's Turbo Time says, great handle, Goonies Never Say Die.
Please pay attention to the following safety information. When the automatic doors have opened, please proceed directly across the ramp into the cabin. Continue to move all the way across the line, filling in every available seat. Galactic regulations require that all carry-on items be safely stored in their seats. To fasten your restraint, use the yellow strap to pull the belt out from the right side of the seat and snap the belt into the buckle on your left. For your safety, remain seated throughout your flight with your restraints securely fastened. Please watch your children.
Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados, con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y cuiden a los pequeñitos.
Do not put on your flight glasses until instructed to do so by a crew member. One final reminder. Star Tours board. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask a Star Tours agent. You'll be boarded in just a few moments. Thank you.
Please prepare for.
Well, hello there. We're live on YouTube. Hello there.
My row is 5, doors on your right, archer. Yes. Muscles on your right. Good, Olivia. Okay, hold on. We'll take it off.
Star Tours passengers, this is flight control. Please stow all personal items in the compartment below your seat. Remain seated throughout the flight and supervise.
Just wait for a minute, don't you go. Fun to be free will return, you know. Magic's here, it won't fade. Back real soon, just keep the faith. But hold on tight, gotta step away. Don't go far, I'll be back to play. Just wait.
Alright, my row 1. Have everyone in row 1 pull that yellow from the left side. Side this, and pull my yellow. Okay, my row 2. Have my row 2 pull that yellow strap, please, just like this. Thank you. Row 3, pull your yellow strap. Thank you. My row 4. Make sure our legs are in front of this bag, sir. Thank you. And my row 5. So you see, kind of see. Perfect. Thank you, everybody. Okay, doors on your left are closing. Alright, travelers, it's time to put on your flight glasses. And today's flight is sponsored by Wookie Cookies. They're chewy.
Star Tours 1401, you are cleared for departure.
1401, that's us. We can't take off. The captain isn't on board.
Auto takeoff sequence initiating.
Excuse me, you don't seem to understand. I am not the captain. I am C-3PO.
1401, cleared for takeoff. Contact departure on frequency 429.
Wait! R2-D2, I am programmed to find these things. Now just turn us around this instant before we get into trouble. I knew it! Don't shoot!
Prepare to be boarded, Captain.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible mistake. I am
We
C-3PO.
know you have misread spy on you.
I've never seen that film before.
Don't underestimate my power.
Thrusters, are they important?
A restricted area. What are you doing here?
I have no idea.
Stay clear of the combat zone.
What's that, sir? Oh,
adventurous. Be strong, be courageous. This is the way. Spit that out.
Welcome, Star Tours. I trust our colleague is safe?
Safe? Have you any idea what we've been through?
We're on your deck, Captain.
Captain? Glad to be of service. Well, we're all in the Rebel Alliance now, so may the Force be with us.
Until the captain has opened the exit doors. You may then unlatch your safety restraints by pressing the release buttons on your left. You will have all your personal belongings as you exit. Thank you for flying Star Tours. Goodbye.
Then we gotta go to the other island. No, this side.
Do 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 do. You're fine, no worries, no worries. Okay, we're going to dispose of our flight glasses in the bin. There we go. So we're going to attempt to get back on track with the chit chats. So stay tuned for more chats. So we just disembarked from, of course, Star Tours, The Adventures Continue. In the event that I can't get to your chats because they fell off a cliff, I could only receive 99 maximum chat, so I apologize for that. But I wanted to mention quickly, you may have saw the Be Right Back screen with the Beach Fox Live theme song pop up. That was necessary because the T-Mobile service fell off a cliff. The T-Mobile service is on Robin. Robin is the camera phone on the gimbal head. If I refresh the app, it will take the camera offline. So I had to throw or pop up a Be Right Back screen. So that's why you saw that. Once I refreshed the app, then I brought it back to life. So we had T-Mobile service and the camera back. So thank you for your patience there. But let's get back to the chat. WDW fan says, great name. Oh, that are you referring to maybe Goonies Never Say Die? WDW fan. Magic Adventures Jen says, Daniel, where in Maryland are you? Mary Lou says, what's your favorite movie at Goonies Never Say Die? Goonies Never Die says, that's a tough one. WW Finn says, Cody Rhodes. Oh, because are you naming wrestlers? Florida Mark says, the sauna. Kingdom. Philip Magical Mel says, hope you're the rebel spy. Goonies Never Say Die says, I bet he goes to the Wookiee planet. Jalen says, yeah, that is correct. Magic Kingdom Station, well done, Fastest Radio. WDW Fan says, how about you at Marry the Move? It's Trouble Time says, I bet Goonies Never Say Die. His favorite film is Mac and Me. You know who we haven't seen here in the chat in a while is Yukon Ron. Florida Mark says Star Tours? We are, yeah, you got it, Florida Mark. Just experienced Star Tours. Randy says, yes, Mark, Star Tours, no sombreros. Oh, Randy, you're right. Oh boy. Here, let me put on my sunnies back on screen. Every time I get away from the chat, I'm sure the chat's brr, and then the more chats disappear, fall off. But at any rate, so what Randy's referring to, I love sharing this story. I've shared it more than once. So John with Fun to Be Free, this guy, is carrying Frankenstein 4K, my camera rig. I was with Theme Park Giant. Theme Park Giant's taller than I am. So I'm 6'4" with the hair. I'm only 6'2" without the hair. Theme Park Giant's 6'5" when he's like scrunches down. At any rate, so we were wearing our sombreros. We had 2 giant camera rigs, and we go to Star Tours The Adventures Continue, and the nice cast members say, row 1. And we go, sombreros, camera rigs. Maybe sit in the back. Row 5, please. I love sharing that story that goes nowhere. Fast, Marianne, move. Let's see where we are, though. What station do they have at Magic Kingdom? I want to listen at Jaylon. It's an interesting question, Fast Pass Radio. So like, comment, subscribe, or how I should rephrase that. There is a link in the description box below on this video for fastpassradio.com. That's where you can listen to free Disney Parks music streaming on the interwebs. Of course, background music at fastpassradio.com. Jaylon says, okay, Goonies never says die, says only the wheelchair over the cliff part. I'm confused. Only the wheelchair over the cliff part. Feller Magical Mail says, pull on the yellow tab. We still haven't seen Yukon Ron in the chat for a while. So yeah, I did. I pulled on the tab, Feller Magical Mail. Hey, we're here at Echo Lake. Off in the distance is the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Let's head down Sunset Boulevard because we have white flames now. White flames on Frankie Boy, my camera rig. 97 out here. White flames. I wonder how long the white flames will last. Sonic says, why did you do with the seatbelt, John? Just being funny? Yeah, I was just killing time. Did you see the reflection on the seatbelt, Sonic, going twing, twing, twing? Dragonfire 45, welcome in, welcome back, says, something tells me there's a rebel spy on board this ship. I think they're 100% correct, and we got it. Fastest Raider says, did you know the name of Jaylon? Mary the Moose says, I'm old, so I'm super bummed about Hulk Hogan at WDWE fan. Jaylon says, their name is Stitch. Okay. Mary the Moose says, John will be right back, folks, and boom, Star Tours, what are you doing here? That's right. Star Tours, what are you doing here? Flight 1401, what are you doing here? Hey, this is rare. The Dinosaur Gertie's Ice Cream of Extinction, it's open. Huh, strange. At any rate, limited hours. Floodmark says, is Robin the Rebel Spy? Maybe, Floodmark. WW Finn says, yeah, it's awful. R.I.P. Hulkster. It's Terrible Time says, ha ha ha, at Goonies Never Say Die's favorite. Anorak says, old face is my name. Not sure what you mean by that. Anorak says, many apps, but still the same. Sorry, not sure what you're indicating, Anorak. Philhar Magic Mel says, hey, Anorak. Flotamark says, time to take off. Leslie Jameson says, happy Monday, John. Talk to you about you in therapy today. How you make people happy. Oh, that's too kind of you, Leslie Jameson. Thank you. So I'm just, living my best life out here, Leslie. Thank you for joining us. I hope I can make people happy. I'm just having fun. This is such a fun ride, isn't it, Leslie? Thank you for being here, Leslie. So cool. Sonic says, hey, Anorak, it's Turbo Time says the screen is so blurry. Oh, because we didn't have the flight glasses on there? Yeah, because I can't dial it. Because every time I try to put the flight glasses next to the camera, boom, boom, hits the gimbal head. Boom, boom, boom. Sonic says, thanks for mistakenly pressing the be right back button. No, it was on purpose, Sonic. You heard it. But Sonic, real quick, Sonic. So you can head over to Beach Fox Live on YouTube, and you can find that song he made for me on his channel. The Festival of Fun to Be Free. He also has everybody else you could recognize too. Like Magic Adventures, everybody gets a song. And you get a song, and you get a song, and you get to subscribe, and this guy makes you subscribe. We're on Hollywood Boulevard now, but I want to head over to Sunset Boulevard. In fact, before we head to Sunset, let's get a shot. Randy says we got weather coming. So weather's coming, Randy, I guess, huh? But anyway, I just want to look at the attendance because I didn't take note of it earlier when we walked up Hollywood Boulevard. So where are the people, folks? Where is everybody? Seems definitely on the lighter side, or below average, if you will. Thank you for making the magic. We're live on YouTube. So, oh, hello there. Nice to see you. Fun to be free. Fun to be free. We're going to head down Sunset Boulevard here. I'm going to remove my sunnies so I can see the chat. Hold on a second, folks. Hello there. Nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. We're live on YouTube. Bye-bye. Floatermark says, time for me to cool off at the bear show. Oh, you're going to go see the bear band? Awesome. Mary the Move says, I think Mando is the coolest hog around. Yeah, I think you're right, Mary the Move. John with Fun to Be Free loves his Mando. So does Mary the Move. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. So much fun. Let's get back on track. We got to get the Tower of Terror in view. Magic Adventure says it's triple time. That's because it's 3D and you can't hold glasses on the camera on this ride. It's very challenging. That's right, Jen. Thank you. Park Bro says I forgot Mando is part of this. I never see him. Yeah, because it branches. So the odds are very low, I guess, huh, Lawrence? WDW Random, I do believe is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, WDW Random. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. But WDW Random says at turbo time it's 3D. He needs to put on one of the 3D glasses lens over the camera, the lens to make it clear. But yeah, and then it goes bop, 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 bop against the gimbal head. Thank you for that update, WDW Random. Thank you for being here. WDW Random. Phil Home Magical Bell says, have Florida Mark say hi to my office. Okay. Turbo Time says, at Florida Mark, did you ever see the feature film starring the Country Bears? Morazar says, well, they had fun on that ride. Yeah, yes. Hello, we're live on YouTube. Come say hi. Come say hi. Here, let me come down here. Hold on, let me get hold on one moment. There we go. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Maria and Alicia.
Maria and Alicia, where are you from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Ohio, just like Drew Carey.
Yes, exactly like Drew Carey.
Awesome. What brings you here to the Walt Disney World Resort?
Best friends trip without children.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
How do the kids feel about that?
They were here a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
Okay. That's very cool. Do you have any pro tips for any families that are traveling to the Walt Disney World Resort for the first time by any chance?
Pro tips.
Take a pool day.
That's a good one.
Don't forget pool rest days are great with kids.
Absolutely.
Enjoy it. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Take your time. Everything will still be here.
Awesome.
Take a break if you need to go back, recharge at the resort, and then come back. It'll all still be here tomorrow.
That is a good pro tip. Do you have your phone with you? You can pop yourself up live on YouTube right now. I'm not quite certain where the camera's pointing because it's so dim and dark on the phone screen. I hope you could see yourself on the actual.
Yes.
Okay. Where are you guys headed next?
Baseline.
Oh, Baseline Tap House. I was
Yeah.
going to say. You guys look like a fun group.
We are a fun group.
Alrighty.
We are a fun group.
Enjoy.
Thank
Enjoy your
you.
stay.
Thank
You as well. Bye-bye. So let's flip the camera here. I hope we captured all that moment on camera because like I said, the phone screen is so dim, so dark, I cannot see any feedback. Okay, I'm sure we have lots of chats rolling in, so thanks for your patience there. I'm beginning to see the light. We're on Sunset Boulevard here. It's a lower attendance day, if you will. Boy, oh boy, it's probably 95 degrees out here right now. Like Lightning McQueen 95. I'm beginning to see the light. So I'm stalling, folks, because I really can't see the phone screen. I can't see the streamer phone screen in the chat, so thanks for your patience with that. I need to get into some shade and some AC. I really want to experience the Hollywood Tower Hotel right now. That's my plan. That was my goal today, to get over here. But man, oh man, is the camera rig heating up fast and furious. Frankie boy is feeling hot, hot, hot right now. We got yellow flames right now, and we're headed to red. Once we get red flames, that's a bad sign, folks. It will overheat. Let's see what the wait time is for Tower first. We really need to get into some air conditioning right now. 40 minutes. Okay, let's make a judgment call. So we have a 40-minute wait time posted sign for the standby. So 40 minutes. And of course we have the tower overhead. So let's see where the queue is. Near the marquee entrance, meaning the line, if you will. Does it look like 40 minutes? Is it 40 minutes? Is it shorter than 40 minutes? Where is the sun in the queue? These are all factors that we need to stay on line with. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so it looks partially shaded back here, so that's a good sign. Hello there, thank you for making the magic. We're live on YouTube right now. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Let's see where we are though. Oh, I could somewhat make out the chats. So it's partially shaded. That's not looking that bad. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's closely monitor the heat levels. But if we get a red flame, we may have to bail from the queue, folks. Because this Frankie boy is feeling really hot right now. But let's join the queue in this partially shaded area here. Hello there, we're live on YouTube right now. Fun to be free. Let's see where we are in the chat because I could see it. Hello, would you like to say hi? Hello, I'm John with Fun to be Free, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Live YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Toy Story Pizza Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Mariah's Art says, well, they had fun on the ride. Yeah, I think a lot of people on the Star Tours had a lot of fun there. Sonic says, you know what Star Tours really needs? A bit of coaxium. That'd be interesting, Sonic.
I don't know something.
Floater Mark says, no, I haven't. Mary the Moose says, welcome back at WDW Random. Okay, real quick update, folks. So, Robin, the camera phone, I could feel the heat emitting like it's a campfire right now. And Iron Frank, Otter, I could feel the heat from about 1 foot away. That's how hot it is. It's getting super hot right now. So we're gonna have to make a judgment call here. But let's stay for the moment. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Hello there, fun to be free. Let's see where we are in the chat though. Mary the Moose says, welcome back at WDW Random. Phil Hart Magical Mouse says, hey at WDW Random. Lots of chats coming in. Where are we in the chat? The last chat I could see before they fell off a cliff, apparently. Apologize, folks. 1638. Randy says, welcome in, Gail. So apparently we may have a new subscriber to Fun to be Free. In fact, let's pop up the subscribe banner. But Gail, G-A-I-L. I do believe Gail is a new subscriber to Fun to be Free. Welcome to the channel, Gail. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. If you've just joined us, Gail, we're here at the Hollywood Tower Hotel, so stay tuned for this. Hopefully, we'll have, of course, my camera work will be cool enough to experience this ride. Because like I said, we're on our way to a red flame. That's not a good sign. 97 degrees out here, Gail. Welcome to the channel. Tonio Tower says, hello, Gail. Tonio Tower says, great view of Tower Terror. Mariah's Art says, sombreros, LOL. Goonies never say die. What ride is next? Maybe Tower, hopefully. Oh, hello there. We're live on YouTube. Would you like to say hi?
Sure.
Okay. I'm John with Fun to be Free, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Lisa.
Lisa, where are you from?
Toronto, Canada.
Toronto, Canada, an international traveler. You know, you are quite rare these days around here.
Oh, I know.
Have you heard this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Got
so
a lot of smack for coming here.
but you're having fun being here, right?
Tell me about it.
Yeah. You didn't call in sick to work, did you?
No.
Because I just talked to somebody who was the other day here, and they're like, yeah, we call in sick.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, you're live on YouTube.
I'm good.
But you're enjoying yourself? Are you with your family or friends today?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
with my friends.
Would you consider yourself an expert here?
Yes.
Oh, you are. So what's a good pro tip for any family that's new coming to Walt Disney World Resort for the first time by any chance?
Don't come in August. It's hot. Wait, it's July.
Well, it's July, but August and September are worse.
It's hot.
It's worse.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's it.
Who's joining you behind us? Do they have stage
I don't
fright?
think they want to be.
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah.
They're going to remain off camera. That's fine.
They're my friends, but they're not.
This is so much fun.
Yes, so much fun.
But I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We
right.
go live every day from the Walt
wow.
Disney World Resort. And so there's people in my chat right now, I bet you are going to ask you questions.
Uh-oh.
So what do you think is going to happen? What do you think they're going to say?
I don't know.
Well, let's see what we could see. And as I made this whole hoopla about it, and then I'll go, oh, nobody's asking questions. Usually I was like, ba, 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 ba. So the chat just starts asking questions. Let's see here. 1900 says Toronto is the capital of Ontario province and the largest in Ontario and Canada. So 1900, guess where he's from? Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
He's definitely, people think it's the capital of Canada, but it's not. The capital of Canada is Ottawa. Fun fact.
Ottawa? Oh. So we're on a little bit of a delay, but I'm sure there might be more chats. So folks, I'm just seeing. Oh, here, Randy, let's pause for one moment.
Okay.
Read that last chat from Randy there.
What? I hope you're enjoying parks. Where? I'm sorry.
How are you enjoying the parks and resorts?
Oh, it's great.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay. So
it's always fun.
Do you stay on property or off property?
Always on property.
Okay, so here's a good pro tip. Why do you stay on property?
It's so much easier, and once you're in the Disney bubble, you're in the Disney bubble.
It's a good point.
Especially at the end of the day when you're so tired, you don't want to walk to
Okay.
your car and drive. And
Okay.
then if you're an adult, you can take the bus, you can drink.
Uh-oh. So real quick,
I don't want to drive.
you go over to Epcot?
Always.
So do you do
Best
the
part.
park hopper option?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a pass holder.
Okay, that was my next question.
Okay.
Okay, so you're a pass holder, so I could only imagine, have the Incredipass.
Yes,
Because
that's
it's
the
the only
allowed.
option.
Yeah.
So how does it make you feel that they go, oh yeah, you could buy a pass, but you can only buy one, and there's no payment plan, and it's one set price, and it's all you can eat?
It's rough, but I'm happy with the no blockout days.
Okay.
Because I don't like that the other ones have the blockout days, and I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
You know.
But take this with the spirit in which it's intended. They got you.
Yeah, I'm
So-
in the cult.
No, you got jumped into the gang.
Yeah.
So every time they raise the prices, how does it make you feel?
I'm devastated because it's 40 cents on the dollar for Canadian.
Yeah.
So it's really rough. But I mean, I'm already attached. There's no going back.
Would you say you're emotionally attached to the Walt Disney World Resort?
Yes.
Very much so?
It's my whole personality.
Oh! So would your friends agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
They're also pass holders.
Oh, I see.
So we're all in the same boat.
Uh-huh. So when you travel together, do you come like multiple times per year with the same friends?
No, actually, this is the first time we come together.
Oh, okay.
We're just friends who happen to all be pass holders.
Oh,
but
okay.
We pop in and out.
I would say, what are the odds of that happening, considering you're international?
I don't know, pretty good.
You think it's pretty good, huh?
I think so.
So how many people in your friend circle, and I don't know, in say your school circle and your work circle?
We're in the travel industry. So
Oh, okay. So this
Yeah.
is all, it's all loaded question. Okay, got it. So shout out,
So a lot of
shout it
people.
out. Come closer to the microphone and shout it out. Microphone's on my chest.
we are in the travel industry.
Oh, okay, you don't want to say
No.
it. Okay, you don't want to say it. That's all right.
But we're very lucky to be able to come so much.
Okay.
So it's worth it for us. 'cause
Okay.
We come at least once a month.
Okay.
I'm here for 2 weeks this week, so
So the maximum they'll let you stay and book?
I think right now I have 14 nights.
Right.
But I got that Disney Plus offer. I don't know if you
Oh,
saw
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah,
So
oh.
like I'm only paid $90 a night. It was worth it
Okay.
to stay this whole time.
So you're staying at the Values?
Yes, All Star Sports.
Okay. So then I wanted to ask you, how do you feel, since you said sports, obviously the only transportation method is bus system, how do you feel about the efficiency of the Disney buses?
This trip it's been really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't had no complaints. The first 5 nights I was at Saratoga Springs. That's
Okay.
a deluxe resort, and honestly, like it's okay.
Okay.
If you're doing the parks, I don't see that it's worth it. My opinion, that's worth the extra money.
What you're saying is staying at a Disney Vacation Club, DVC, or possibly a deluxe resort.
Yeah.
It's not worth the extra monies because...
Like we were in the parks all day anyways.
Okay.
Like it was nice, and it's very nice, but it wasn't I felt like there's less food options at those parts. There's more food options at the sports.
Well, have
The
you
pool's
considered?
nicer.
Well, you're saying Saratoga's pool's nicer,
Uh-huh.
or multiple pools are nicer.
Well, there's multiple pools
Yeah.
that are nicer. But if you're just going to the parks, I think the values are.
Okay, and I would concur, especially if you're traveling with a family. Come back here and say hi again. Hello there. If you're traveling with your family, I think you're absolutely right, because things can get a little expensive.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, good pro tip there. I feel that the bus system is very efficient.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think the bus is the best mode of transportation, but I feel that most people in the chat have a difference of opinion.
I know, people do like to complain a lot.
So real quick, I want to address this. So I'm going to still the show. I want to hear what you have to say after this. Okay.
You're pausing it?
No. I'm just putting up. I'm the star of the show here. God, tough crowd, folks. Whoa. Anyways, no, I'm teasing. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is simply because a lot of people in the chat right now are going to say, but John, the monorail is the best way to go. And I'll say, it's really fun, but it's a hard infrastructure. So the hard infrastructure means that what if there's a lightning storm? What if there's a monorail that stalls on the beamway? What if there's an operational issue with the station ahead? Likewise with the Disney Skyliner. Where the bus system, it's a soft infrastructure, and they could simply send another bus if one of the buses break down. In other words, it's all smart system. It's all controlled. It's all, looked over by a computer. It knows where all the buses are, and it can send a bus immediately. If they need more buses in a certain area like Magic Kingdom, when the fireworks let out, they could send more buses. They can't send more monorails. So there you go.
The Skyliner is really great.
There we go.
The Skyliner is really great, so if you want to spend extra money for pop, for sure, because then you get the Skyliner. But it's also really hot when it stops. But I'm Canadian, so I'm not used to the heat like this.
Okay, so let's talk about this. This is a heat advisory today. 97, I just checked, it said 98.
Yes.
So how do you feel, or I should rephrase, how do you cope with these extra high temperatures?
Lots of water.
Lots of water, okay.
Lots of water. Go to Costco, get those IV things to put in your drink.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Water and it's electrolytes.
Yeah, the
That helps a
electrolytes.
lot.
Yeah, good pro
Especially
tip
if you're
there.
drinking alcohol, you gotta drink water.
Okay.
So remember to go back and forth.
So I don't want to get, too personal, but have you already had an adult-inspired beverage today?
Several, yeah.
Were they here at this park? So would you agree or disagree that this park is also equally good to come enjoy your adult-inspired beverages as Epcot?
Equally good as Epcot? No.
Okay. So she says no, but there's a lot of locations here that are fun. What about Oga's Cantina?
Oh no, super fun, yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. Because at Epcot there are more locations.
Yeah.
But what I'm suggesting is it's equally as fun here.
Oh, it is fun here, yeah.
Come and say hi.
Yeah, you guys can come in. I can leave.
No, you're fine.
Very nice to meet everybody.
Okay. Hello there.
Canada's number one.
Canada's number one. Hello there.
What he say?
Yeah, let's see.
We follow you and on YouTube right now.
Thank you. Where are you guys from?
I'm Paraguayan and she's Argentinian.
Welcome.
Thanks. We're from we came here for our birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah,
Did you get your button?
Yeah, it was in May and she was in June, but we came because we are in holidays in our country.
Awesome. Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks.
Enjoy your stay. Take care. I got to get caught up in the chat here. Thank you. Let me flip the camera here. Hold on a second. Thank you for being fun. It was fun.
Anytime.
I got to get caught up in the chat because the chat probably has lots of questions for you. Seriously. Because you know what you're doing. When they find somebody who they know what they're doing, they have good questions.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing. I do this every day.
It's true. Yeah, you probably know more. What's your name?
Oh, one moment.
Call you.
Do you want to flip the camera on you again?
It's okay.
Okay.
Just know my friends.
Oh, no, as you move off camera.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. So yeah, I'm John with Fun to Be Free.
Oh,
And then you
okay.
can just, oh, I see. So I'm not going to share what I saw on your phone there, but
You saw Disneyland.
Yeah, DCA. Guess where I used to work?
Oh, really?
Disneyland and DCA. I drove the floats in the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Oh, that's amazing.
So there you go.
Like Disneyland better than
Okay, here we go. So I think it all depends on where you grew up.
Yeah.
So for example, I grew up next to Disneyland, literally.
Okay.
Okay. But if you grew up here, you'll say here. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It's proximity.
Yeah.
So I have yet to meet somebody that said differently, unless, in other words, you know In-N-Out, right? You know Five Guys?
Yeah, I know Five Guys.
The point is, you probably like Five Guys better than In-N-Out because you're not very familiar with In-N-Out. So if I said Five Guys or In-N-Out, you go Five Guys.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And when we just went to Disneyland, I didn't know where anything was, and
Okay.
that was very stressful.
Okay.
So I got to experience was like for new people to come
Okay.
here.
Oh, but it's
So
got to
I
be.
can get how overwhelming
Yeah.
it is because I was overwhelmed. Where like I come here and I'm home and I know where everything is, so it's fine.
Okay.
But there I was overwhelmed because I
Okay.
didn't know where everything was.
It's very interesting because obviously a smaller resort,
Yes.
2 parks, half the number of parks, but more attractions. So did it feel like deja vu when you're at Disneyland, even though you didn't know where you're going and what
Yeah,
you're doing?
it's weird because it's similar but different.
Hey, I say that all the time.
Yeah. So it's confusing.
So what about restrooms? When you walked in the park, you're like, I need to use the restroom. I bet there's a restroom right here.
That was my number one complaint is I didn't know where I had to look it up.
Oh, you had to look it
I didn't know where
up.
the
So you used the app to look
Where
it up.
Here I would know exactly where it
Okay,
is.
so I do hear in Tokyo, like Tokyo Disney Sea,
Yes.
that they say the restrooms are a little challenging to find because it's so well themed. Now you probably haven't been there.
I have.
Oh, you have. Okay, so good question to answer. Okay, good question to ask.
I loved Disney Tokyo. Everyone there is so nice.
Okay.
It's very different.
Okay.
It's very busy though.
Okay.
But I didn't find it hard at all.
Okay.
I felt, and everyone you talk to is so nice. They'll show you. Like it wasn't. My best thing there is for the parade. Everyone sits down so
I
that
love it.
everyone can see.
Yeah.
The courtesy is unbelievable. That was
Yeah.
my favorite thing.
Very interesting. Here's a random thought I had. You probably didn't see this, but there was an earthquake at Tokyo Disneyland,
Oh,
and
really?
everybody on the parade route just sitting there,
Yeah.
just calmly sitting there, just rolling it out. No panic, no chaos, no cats and dogs living together, no mass hysteria, but it's just that's all it is.
Yeah, I like Tokyo Disney for sure.
So the layout when you walked into Tokyo Disney Seas, were you blown away when you saw like the volcano?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. That's another thing too, is walking in, everyone's so single file, like everything's so organized.
Yeah.
And nice.
So crazy.
Yeah. And so cheap, so affordable too. It's expensive to get there, of course.
Yeah, but once you're
Once you're there, like my park ticket was $73 Canadian.
So
that's
crazy.
like $50
Yeah.
US.
Isn't it the craziest thing how that works?
Yeah.
But here, you need to take out a student loan to come through the gate.
I know.
So crazy. We really should check the chat. Let me flip the camera because I'm sure there's so many questions for you. There's so many questions. Gotta be. Let's see here. I'm scrolling through to see if there's any questions. T-Bird says, I'm on the West Coast and World is way better. Bubble is so much larger. So there's one of the rare exceptions. Tonio Tower says, I'm a Disney World person. Did you notice Tonio Tower's handle? Tonio Tower likes Tower Terror, so yeah. Let's see where we're at also. But there's so many chats that roll in. Not So Scary Mary TV says, happy birthday to the Fun to Be Free guest. Oh, it's Maxie's birthday, Uncle John and Aunt Mary is for today. Woof woof. Not So Scary Mary TV does live streams with me.
Oh, nice.
Tonio Tower says, happy birthday. Not So Scary Mary TV says, I think John should get those electrolyte packs to put in his cups of water.
Mhm.
So that, yep. Let's see where we're also. Oh, Laura P says, very impressed with the buses when we stayed at All-Star Movies last year.
Yeah.
So Laura P, I think we are all in agreement here.
Do you remember before they used to, like during the day, they'd have one bus for all the
I agree,
All-Stars,
yep.
and they've stopped doing that.
Yeah, that was
a big complaint,
I-
but they've stopped
right.
doing that.
So what she's talking about, it was during, you know, that whole thing that we experienced all over the world, they had literally one bus and it went in a loop. So it hit, of course, sports, movies, music, and then took off. And by the time it got over to the last resort, it was full. And literally people standing on the curb going, well, we've been waiting here. Why is the bus full? So they since revised that. Now it's very efficient.
Yeah.
Very efficient. So yeah. Let me flip the camera here. Let me see where we're at. Hello. Let's see what else. Tony Otara says, good to know about buses. Let's see, where are we? Donna Lemon says, I take mirrors to my hotel and use the buses everywhere.
Same.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the contract with Mirrors or Magical Express ending?
I hate that it's not free anymore. I always use Magical Express.
Okay.
But if I'm one person, $16, that's cheaper than...
I agree.
If you're a family, then it's probably cheaper to take an Uber unless you need a car seat.
Yeah.
If you have a baby who needs a car seat,
Yeah.
you should take it.
But of course, the prices were built into your hotel stay on property.
Yeah,
so it was hidden.
better.
It was hidden. So you didn't know that you were paying for, but you were paying for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know the prices, but I'm going to make this up. It could have been, making it up, it could have been like $68.
Yeah.
It was hidden. You didn't know.
But that's just for the cruise, right?
Yeah.
If you do the cruise,
Yeah.
it's $60
Yeah.
for the Disney
So, yeah.
transportation.
Let's see. We're rapidly approaching merge point. So let me see if there's any other questions. Tony Otara says, I vote for Skyliner. Pirate Parrot says, assuming she's an agent, ask her how much decline there has been in Canada to U.S. bookings.
So I'm not an agent. I work for the airline industry. I'm
Oh,
a
okay.
flight attendant.
Oh, okay.
All our flights are full.
Okay.
So I don't know. But we do vacations. So
Okay.
Orlando's. We used to have 4 flights a day. We have 3 flights a day, but they're all full.
I was going to say that.
So
They
I
probably
don't
just
see
reduced
a
flights.
Slow, yeah. Right now, we're not really seeing it.
Exactly. Because they reduced flights.
Yeah. All the way over to your right, please.
We'll come back to the chat after we disembark, folks.
In just a few moments, the libraries and the club will be open. Please stand back from the doors as they will be opening shortly.
Go ahead, go ahead. Hello, thank you for making the magic.
Take a big step towards the wall on your left.
Hollywood, 1939. Amid the glitz and the glitter of a bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age, the Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star in its own right, a beacon for the show business elite. Now, something is about to happen that will change all that. The time is now, on an evening very much like the one we have just witnessed. Tonight's story of the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you. We invite you, if you dare, to step aboard because in tonight's episode, you are the star, and this elevator travels directly to The Twilight Zone.
All right, so folks, I'm going to attempt to catch up into chat, but I apologize because lots of chats fell off a cliff. The last chat I could see is from 1700 or 5 o'clock Eastern from Marion the Move. Marion the Move says, thank you, Ray Mazur. Welcome in. Welcome to the channel, Ray Mazur. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Lower Piece is very impressed with the buses. We stayed at All-Star Movies last year. Got that one. Gary Collingwood. I do believe Gary Collingwood is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free as well. Welcome to the channel, Gary Collingwood. Gary Collingwood says, all fun and games. It's so fun here, Gary. Thank you for joining us. So much fun every time we go live from the Walt Disney World Resort. Tony Tower says, I load up on water too. Ray Mazur says, hi, Marion the Move. Not So Scary Marion TV says, I think John should get those electrolyte packs to put in his cups of water. Thank you, Not So Scary Marion TV. Tony Tower says, I find that there's a lot of great spots in Galaxy's Edge. Tony Tower says, happy birthday. Got that. Lou, L-U. Lou, I think he joined us from the queue here. L-U. Welcome to the channel. Says, hola. Not So Scary Mary TV says, happy birthday to the Fun to Be Free guest. And oh, it's Maxie's birthday, Uncle John and Aunt Mary. He's 4. Woof woof. Awesome. So Scary Mary TV. Neri, nice to see you. Thank you for sharing. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Would you like to say hi? Hi. Hello there. Absolutely. Let me grab my phone here. Hold on a second. Give me one more moment. I have to, it's really dark here too.
Yeah, it's really dark.
Wouldn't you just know it? It's dark in the dark. Anyways, I'm still trying to find the phone, my bat phone. Okay, there we go. You can scan the QR code, it'll take you right over to my channel. If it's too dark, I could make it brighter. I got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, let me get all set up because we're about to experience the Hollywood Tower Hotel here. I gotta put my sunnies back in my pocket. Let me flip the camera. I gotta put the bat phone in my cargo shorts pocket, secure it by zipping it good. So it's Maxie's birthday today, Neri. Happy birthday to Maxie. So Maxie's 4 years old today. Like, comment, subscribe to Not So Scary Mary TV. They do live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort. And Sofia Melgoredo Diaz, I assume, is also Lou's friend. Welcome to the channel. Reading Tower says, hey. At Lou, welcome in. Sophia, welcome as well. Tony Tower says, hello, Lou and Reed. Lou has pink hearts. Reading Tower says, hey, Sophia. Lou says something in Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. Tony Otara says, I'm a Disney World person. T-Bird says, yeah, I'm on the West Coast, but the world is way better. Bubbles so much larger. Heinz like the ketchup. Welcome in, welcome back. Says, have a magical Monday, John. Thank you for being here. Heinz like the ketchup. Sonic says, John, I have scanned Beach Fox Life's 125 plus pop, jazz, country, soft rock, electronic songs by Beach Fox Life list, and I can't find the Be Right Back song. Sonic, it's probably under Festival of Fun to Be Free. Go to Beach Fox Life. I've never done this, but I've seen it before on listed. I think it could be under Fun to Be Free. It could be under Festival of Fun to Be Free. I can't quite remember, but it's along the lines of that, I think, Sonic. Reading Tower says, hello, T-Bird, welcome back. Phil Magic Mouse says, hey, T-Bird. Tony Tower says, hello, T-Bird. Mary Moose says, thank you. Heinz like the ketchup. 1900 says, Mod, save your big info until John catches up. James Bond 007 says, I just wanted to say thank you for your explanation of the transportation system of the monorail and the bus system, John, because I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here, James. Tony Tower says, it's wild that you can see a volcano from Hotel Hightower. Isn't that cool, Tony? Randy says, this is awesome, John. It's just a world of Disney knowledge. Oh, Randy. Again, Randy says, this is why this is awesome, John. It's just a world of Disney knowledge. Are you saying that John with Fun to Be Free is a world of Disney knowledge, Randy? Interesting. Thank you, Randy, if that's the case. Mary Move says, thank you at 1900 for the tip. Yes, the chat is on fire, much like the weather. Tony Otero says, more like a Disney World of knowledge, LOL, Randy. Randy says, I beg to differ. I think it all depends on what resort you stay at. I prefer a close proximity to the park. Time and money is, and close to the park, save time on transportation. So yeah, let me address this. So even though I say buses, when I was a cast member, folks, I used to stay at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resort because I saved monies with the cast member discount, and based on proximity, it's literally steps away from the Epcot International Gateway. So that Randy's right, proximity beats the buses. So I agree with that, yeah. But in terms of the overall, if you had to pick one method of transportation, I'm going bus every time. Flexible, soft infrastructure. 1900 says, to a Torontian, I made my first visit to Walt Disney World on my 50th birthday 20 months ago. Thank you for the update, 1900, so cool. Voice of 716 says, hey John, ask her where all-time favorite place to eat at whatever park. Oh, Voice 716, I don't know where they went. Maybe if we see him again, Voice of 716. Or favorite attractions. Antibi says, hello everyone, welcome in, welcome back. Antibi, stay tuned for Tower Tear. Antibi says, hi John, hi Antibi. Oh, one please, one.
Row number 3 on the right front.
3, did you
Yes,
say?
row
Thank you
three.
for making the magic.
Thank you for helping. Video the magic. That's what
Do you want to say hi on camera and say
Sure,
that?
I can.
Okay. I'm John with Fun to Be Free, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Tim here at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. It seems that John here is dropping by with us today.
I just dropped in.
Exactly.
But Tim, where are you from?
I am from Utah, and here I am down here in sunny Florida.
Awesome. Where's your hometown?
Technically, I'm from Huntington Beach, California.
Oh!
Yeah.
But what does it say on your name tag?
University of Utah.
University of Utah. So I used to live in Huntington Beach, California.
No way.
I worked at Disneyland.
No
I
way.
drove
I
the
grew up
floats
from
in the Main
Disneyland.
Street Electrical Parade. And you grew up in Huntington Beach?
Exactly, yes.
And what brings you here to the Walt Disney World Resort?
I'm here working at the...
I don't.
down here, obviously,
Allow
but yeah.
myself to introduce myself.
Exactly. Yes, I'm living down here, working here at the Hollywood Tower Hotel, of course, making magic and helping guests up to their rooms in our very fast elevators, which, as you can tell, never let anyone down.
Yeah, or go up.
Exactly.
Or travel forward.
Exactly.
Into the fifth dimension.
If you suppose, I guess.
But again, Tim, thank you for making the magic.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Fun to be free.
Exactly.
Fun to be free.
Right over here.
Thank you.
Row
Thank
number
you.
3.
3 it is. Bye-bye. Okay, let me flip the camera. Row number 3 here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll stand here awkwardly for a moment.
Seatbelt goes left to right and left to right only. Hold on to all belongings on way
To our valued guests, for your safety once on board, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the elevator at all times. And do take special care to supervise your journey. Thank you. Estimados huéspedes, con su seguridad, por favor, permanezcan sentados y mantengan sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del elevador en todo momento y por favor, libre a sus niños. Gracias.
Thank you again for making the magic.
Anytime. Row 2 from left.
Okay, so we got row 3 here. I've got to grab my seatbelt. Okay.
Row 6, can you guys pull on the yellow strap on your right side? Row 5. Do you guys pull on the yellow strap for me on your right side? Row 4, can you guys pull on the yellow strap on your right side? And row 3. Row 6, can you guys pull on the yellow strap for me on your right side? And row 1, can you guys pull on the yellow strap for me on your right side? Arms up, everyone. Both arms up.
Oh, not at all. We were here yesterday. Don't tell me you guys are. Are you really?
It's my first time.
Oh, no. Be sure to drop in. Hey, unbuckle your seatbelt now. Maybe you can get out. You can do it.
You are the passengers in the most uncommon elevator about to ascend into your very own episode in the Twilight Zone. One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and that door is opening once again, and this time it's opening You are about to discover what lies beyond the 5th dimension, beyond the deepest, darkest corner of the imagination. A warm welcome back to those of you who made it, and a friendly word of warning. Something you won't find in any guidebook. The next time you check into a deserted hotel on the dark side of Hollywood, make sure you know just what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ladies and gentlemen, please get your
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, brr. All right, folks, I think we're back online. If you've just joined us, we just experienced the Hollywood Tower Hotel. And as we come back outside, it is raining. We have thunderstorms in the area. We just heard thunder off in the distance. I'm trying to see. Oh, another weak reception. That is not good. Bum 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 bum. We're here on Sunset Boulevard at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Like I just said, can you hear the thunder, folks? It's rolling fast and furious. We should probably get an update on the weather. Let me grab the bat phone. Maybe I won't pop it up on camera on screen, but I'll look at it off camera. Hold on a second here. What is the weather doing? So, yeah, okay. Well, that's not looking good. Oh, okay, we're back here on Sunset Boulevard. Let me attempt to catch up with the chat. Not quite certain where we are in the chat. 1900 says Mears is the cheapest of Walt Disney World, even the shuttle's the next Disney Springs. NTB says, hi, Randy. Randy says, I agree about the water enhancer and electrolytes. It will always make the water taste better. Randy nailed it. Yeah, that's for certain. Tonio Tower says, hello, Auntie. Tonio Tower says, with reduced flights, it must make the limited flights packed. I think they're booking every seat. That's the whole purpose of it, I guess. NTB says, hi, Tonio Tower. Randy says, Tony, they reduced the flight and create a need to keep the prices at a level that is considered reasonable, but it's still overpriced. Randy. Tonio Tower says, I honestly enjoy the words, the Hollywood Tower Hotel sound. NTB says, hey guys, only 42 more likes to go to that 200 likes mark. We really can do this time, Randy. I agree, NTB. So, what Auntie B says goes here on Fun to Be Free. But here, I popped up the subscribe banner. At any rate, we're going to do a countdown. We're going to start with the number 3. We're going to end with the number 1. Once we get to number 1, I need everybody to smash the like button, unless you've already done so. So here, 3, 2, 1, smash the like button. Do it now. Let's go, because Auntie B says we need to get to our goal of 200 likes today. Thank you, folks. Oh, see, I don't know what the gimbal head's doing. Let me get it back on track there. At any rate, we got big drops here, big drops. We might be doing a merch search. Oh, big drops. These are big boy drops. Wow. Ping pong ball size drops coming down. All right, here we are. Beverly Sunset. Okay. Unexpected rain today. Raindrops keep falling on my head. We'll attempt to get back to the chat, so thank you for the patience, folks. We're on a bit of a rain delay right now. Randy says, welcome in, Lou. And then Randy says, John and Frankie are live at Hollywood Studios, but not for long. They had to make a fast dash out to Galaxy's Edge so quick even R2 couldn't beep a goodbye. Apparently the droid depot heard that the stream and started sending chat. Thank you for making the magic. Sending chat messages, bloop, beep, and is the Q commander accepting new recruits? It was only a matter of time before Frankie force pushed them into sleep mode and John reverse engineered the exit like a rebel with a reservation. Now they're on the move, dodging lightsabers, scouting snacks, and searching for a Fun to Be Free complimentary cup of water that isn't blue milk. Hit that like, smash that subscribe, and punch that notification button into hyperspace. John and Frankie stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Randy. And the magic comes with more plot twists than a Star Wars prequel. Awesome, Randy. Well done. Jenna, I do believe, is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Jenna, Jenna. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. But Jenna says, are you scared? Oh, did we meet Jenna in the Tower of Terror queue by any chance? Were they riding with us? Randy says, welcome in, Jenna. Tony Tower says, hello, Jenna. Sonic says, thanks, John. Tony Tower says, nice to meet you, Tim. Oh, yeah, Tim, the nice cast member from, of course, Tower. Thank you for making the magic. Leslie Jemison says, major shout out to everyone at Disney Mod Squad. And John, it's Disney therapy time. Oh, good luck, Leslie. Thank you for the update. Interact in the chat again. Freedom Tower says, afternoon, Leslie Jamison. Tony Tower says, hello, Leslie. Tony Tower says, I can't. These elevators go flying. Florida Mark says, hey, Tony. Tony Tower says, hello, Florida Mark. Sonic says, anyway, I need to go have a shower. Maybe that'll help me feel better a bit. Take care of yourself, Sonic. Have a great night. Randy says, welcome back, Leslie. Tony Tower says, see you around Sonic. Sonic says, have a great afternoon and evening, John and everyone. Thank you for making the magic thing. It was nice to see you. Florida Mark says, a lot of thunder. Yeah, a lot. You're telling me, Florida Mark. Randy says, feel better, Sonic. Sonic says, you too, Antonio Tower. Sonic says, thank you, Randy. Antonio Tower says, you can tell when a massive drop is coming up depending on how much noise the motor's make. Yeah, you're right. That winding sound. Woo. You're right, Antonio Tower. Okay, we're about outside. The big drops have ceased. Then we got little drops. So let's go for another merch search. Florida Mark says, hope you feel better, Sonic. Sonic says, thank you at 98.6 FM. Tony Tower says, here we go. I'm guessing we're going down. Or are we going down the bayou, Tony Tower? Tony Tower says, looks like it's raining outdoors. Oh, it is. You saw when the doors open. As soon as those doors open, I went, oh, it's raining. Here it is. Randy's right. We got weather. Flood Mark says, yeah, starting to come down, Tony. James Bleakney, welcome in, welcome back, says something, chat's rolling. Where are we in the chat? We got lightning I just saw. James Bleakney says, that ride is awesome. Looking forward to going on this Sunday. Come by and say hi, James. Randy says, welcome in, James. Tony Tower says, it really does drop you in a good time, James. Tony Tower says, thank you so much for the tower ride. You're welcome, Tony Tower. Oh, big drops are coming back. Let's get indoors. 1900 says, before you do the outro, I found one of the sites I found, like Disney Tourist Blog, Disney World drop Starlight reservation rule lifts and block up for Magic Kingdom. Next time you're Magic Kingdom, no room for link in the chat. Okay, 1900, we'll see. I don't know when we'll get over to Magic Kingdom next. I don't know, but thank you for that. Let's Go 49ers 1985, I do believe is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Let's Go 49ers 1985. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, but Let's Go 49ers 1985 says, is this at Magic Kingdom? As it turns out, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Tower of Terror. Let's Go 49ers 1985 says, I am in Orlando. There is a bad storm about to hit here. Florida Mark says, Hollywood Studios. On the Go Asilo says, hey John, I finally sent you an email. Thank you. On the Go Asilo. I bet you're super busy because you're making so much good content. At any rate, where are we in the chat? The chat is rolling. Still trying to find where we are. Dakota Crimson says, how are you? John, Fun to Be Free. Awesome, Dakota Crimson. Thank you for being here. So much fun bringing you live streaming coverage from Walt Disney World. 1900 says, Hailstorm. It's just big drops. Big drops. Randy says, welcome in. Let's go. This is Hollywood Studios. Florida Mark says, it's only raining cats and dogs. Maybe a little Beverly. I don't know. Here we go with the Beverly. Donna Limit says, there is no such thing as unexpected rain in Florida. Saw the lightning there. I think you're right, Donna. Anything goes. Surf Bump says, on the Go with CeeLo. Dude, what up? Randy says, Senor, that looks like another wave is coming through. It really is. Fastest Radio says, mission accomplished. Bots detected. Disney magic protected. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John for more undercover churros, ops, and hotel scoop. Very well done, Fast Radio. Thank you for your help today, Fast Radio. Boy, oh boy, did Fast Radio nail it today. I'll tell you that, folks. But again, Fastest Radio says, mission accomplished. Bots detected. Disney magic protected. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John for more undercover churro, ops, and hotel scoop. Thank you, Fast Radio. Like, comment, subscribe. I should rephrase that. Link in the description box below for fastpassradio.com. In fact, Fast Radio, pop up your own shameless link to fastpassradio.com where you can listen to free Disney Parks background music on fastpassradio.com. On the Go CeeLo says, Surf Bomb. Randy says, that deserves a Beverly Fast Pass. On the Go CeeLo says, keep up the great work, John. Thank you, On the Go CeeLo. Same to you. Okay, we actually are caught up with the chat. So let's see where we are, though. It is raining outside, and so let's go get an update. It's non-stop lightning and thunder out there. So it's acceptable to stand out here right now, acceptable. So let me stand on my favorite spot on my manhole cover. Everybody knows what's coming. Here we go. Anything goes. I feel like it's the Temple of Doom right now, folks. Hold on. What is the gimbal head doing? Let me get it on track here. At any rate, so I want to say shout out to the Mod Squad. Thank you for your help today. The Mod Squad members that include Mary on the Move, Randy, Fast Radio, Reading the Tower, of course, Florida Mark, Magical Mike, and Jen from Magic Adventures. So thank you for that. Also, thank you to my new subscribers. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. And of course, I want to say, stay tuned for the Kiss Goodnight. Shout out to Beach Fox Life for creating that awesome song that you're going to hear from. Oh, big lightning. So here we go. Of course, Don't forget to like and subscribe. Links in the description box below to Magic Adventures, Theme Park Giant, Not So Scary Mary TV, Scoot Adventures, Cruise and Theme Park Guide, Florida Mark, and of course, FastPassRadio.com. So, with that being said, we're going to get out of here before it starts absolutely pouring basketball.
Live each day, streaming fun in every way. Fun to be free, he leads with cheer. Let's go, the magic's drawing near. He puts on sunnies, grabs his gear. Follow me, we start to cheer. He shows the rides, the snacks, the play. Let your adventure start today. Oh, parades are fun, we laugh and play. With smiling friends along the way. We cheer for floats that pass us by while John streams magic to the sky. Oh, oh, the party starts for all to see. It's the festival of fun to be free. He sips his drink with sunny laughter. A complimentary, fun to be free cup of water. He loves Figment, purple and bright. Disney Epcot brings him pure delight. His favorite film, a Jedi fight. Empire Strikes Back, stars so bright. Each dream's a gift, a Disney spree. With John we laugh so joyfully. Oh, parades are fun, we laugh and play. With smiling friends along the way. We cheer for floats that pass us by while John streams magic to the sky. Oh, oh, the party starts for all to see. It's the festival of fun to be free. He thanks the cast who make it real. Their magic touch is what we feel. He shows the parks with so much pride. With happy hearts, we're by his side. He thanks the cast who make it real. Their magic touch is what we feel. He shows the parks with so much pride. We stream along, it's quite the ride. Oh! Marching through the parks each day. John's live stream leads the